with the rope, you can throw it up to me and I can pull you up.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can hang yourself.
Or you can hang yourself, right.
And whatever one is a win for me. Because I'd rather help you and say, damn, this is my brother, this is my sister. But then it's like, Judas did the right thing. All I can do is give it to you.
Right.
That's my job. You can throw that shit in the trash. You can sell it. You can give it to somebody else.
Right.
I don't care. My soul and my spirit said, give it to you. I'm going to make you pour the syrup on the pancakes. You got to pour the syrup on the pancakes.
Or your own pancakes.
No, on mine. You got to pour the syrup on my pancakes. The only times you would see black people being shown on some Pittsburgh shit was if we was doing crimes.
What happens when you have 2, 3, 10 years worth of every time you try to help one of these people in this survival mode concept, it just keeps proving the people that you pick don't have that right frame of mind. Like, they're not ready to get out of survival mode.
We just shine a light where they hide the grave. It's the Kalaj Dame Podcast.
My first exposure of Tony Pittsburgh, right?
Right.
I can't remember exactly. It was either, I can't remember which one came first. I want to say you was battling, was it Corio?
Yeah.
It was like some beef.
Yeah.
Y'all was going back and forth.
Yeah, I had misunderstood what he was saying. He was saying like, who want to get on the track with me and outdust them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I misunderstood that as, he wanted to battle somebody. So I was in Michigan at the time, and I had wrote a verse about him and his team, like thinking that's what he wanted. I misunderstood it, and I said that, and then he wrote a crazy verse, and it definitely caused a little uproar in the streets a little bit. I ran into him at the Diamond Building. You feel what I'm saying?
Downtown, yeah.
Yeah. And Ricky P was in there. That's when Loud Pack, Big Just and them had their studio up there, and Ricky P was like right next to him, and
That's
they was in there.
Joint right by was it like a T-Mobile or something?
Yeah.
The Radio
exactly.
Shack used to
Yeah. So I had went in there and hollered at him. We talked.
So when I seen that, all transparency, all honesty, from my perspective, I see a dude that I never heard of. Keep in mind, my career stretched all the way back to like the 90s, like 98, I think, is really when I started going hard.
Right.
So I see this dude named Tony Pittsburgh who's talking crazy, like to Corio. I went to high school with Corey, right?
Right.
I'm like, who is this guy? And why is he calling himself Tony Pittsburgh? Like, yo, this is wild. Like, Corey killed this dude. Because we always see dudes like that pop up out of nowhere. But wait. My next exposure to you after that was the ANTUKS video. That's Jordan Beckham, his crew and stuff.
Yeah.
The video, Nobody Knows.
Right.
When I seen that, and I seen you and Tony Pittsburgh on there, immediately I became a fan. Like, one of my favorite Pittsburgh artists, just based off of, I want to say the sound was a thing.
Facts.
The beat choice. Of course, the video quality, ANTUKS always deliver, right? But more so the feel. There's a feeling in that song that I'm a very passionate individual, right?
Right.
I got this crazy love for people that are self-aware, people that are humble, people that dig into their own emotions and just feel, you know what I mean? You came across to me in that song as like a person that whether you made some bad decisions or went some wrong directions or whatever, that song didn't say, I'm trying to make $1 million. I'm trying to throw together, whatever I can just so people will download it. That song said, I sat down and wrote this from my heart, and I'm saying some shit that I really mean, and it sounded good. Know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know, just listening to that song is literally in my Spotify playlist, like to this day. And that was what, 10 years ago, close to it or something?
Probably like 15. There's a lot of different elements to that song even happening. But shout outs to Corey-O. Like Corey-O, you know, after I think I apologized.
Yeah.
Because I misunderstood him. Yeah, absolutely. After that, like, Corey been very instrumental in, like, Matt Cartel being seen. Yeah. Like, they used to always let us get on stage and perform, and they always had little venues for us that they would let us be a part of. Like, I really appreciate, you know, all the things that Corey-O and Hater Magnet did for us in general, is Matt Cartel in general. Like, they gave us a lot of opportunities to like be seen. So, you know, I'm definitely grateful to Corey-O. A member of Matt Cartel had gave me the beat. That beat, the Grey's Anatomy sample. Yeah. Had gave me that beat.
Who made it? Who produced it?
I'm not sure. He just gave it to me. Like, here, you like this? I'm like, because I'm just trying to write. At this time, I'm trying to impress Matt Cartel because I want to be a part of the group because I like them. Mm-hmm. Like, outside of them, I was myself. Right. I seen them one day. They came into the club and they was all dressed and they was looking real nice. Like, they looked like professionals. Yeah. And this was just for a regular performance that was at the Hines Ward bar, I think, when he had control of it, the 86 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I had seen them come through and I'm like, ooh, I liked it the way they presented themselves. So when I got the song, I was trying to impress them. And everything that I wrote in the song is what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? So the song is a real song. Like, I really got caught with a gun October 28th. This was 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, so for that gun case, I had ended up going to the feds for the gun case because the state dropped the gun case. So I ended up going to the feds for that.
You went in after you did that song in that video?
Yeah, so we did the song. Let me rewind it a little bit, because the reason why I even pick ANTUKS, I'm surfing the internet. I see Commonwealth Family. I said, ooh, this is hard. I seen like, because I forget what kind of song it was, but the guy was walking into a building or something, and there was a lady that was a receptionist, and he had spoke with her, and then he had went in the back, and then they had different locations, and
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the song.
I love that song. I love how they presented their art. I love how ANTUKS shot them. And I told my man Spank, my CEO Spank, I'm like, yo, we should go with them. I said I like them. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And they ended up paying ANTUKS for the video. At that time, I think they paid like $1,500 for the video. But Commonwealth Family is the reason why I picked ANTUKS, because I was skimming through to try to see who, because, you know, like, I want my shit to look official. Like, this is my first joint. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, before this, because it was my first dip, I'm like, Commonwealth Family had the most beautifulest videos than me. La Rosa too. Like,
so
Voorhees, like, they shot with them already. So that's why I decided to go with them.
Yeah. So let's go back to the when you went down.
Yeah.
So you picked that ANTUKS to do the joint.
Absolutely.
Put the song out.
Right.
And that was like, you recorded that song after you got caught with the gun?
No, I got. Yeah. Matter of fact, I did record that before I got caught with the gun. Yeah, absolutely. And being as though we was talking about the Diamond Building, I recorded Nobody Knows with Stevie B in the Diamond Building.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people that's involved with Pittsburgh scene and all that, like, I've been involved with them. Right. I either got blessed by them or I put money in their pocket.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I be so passionate about the Pittsburgh shit, because it's like I put blood, sweat, and tears into this thing that we have, because people gave me blessings and I gave people blessings and I paid people what they wanted. I ain't never talked nobody down off no price, because at the end of the day, I know we all was trying to achieve a goal. Right. So it's like, if somebody provides you with great service, like, pay them what they want, because they worth it.
Right.
And at that time, like, Stevie B, he was in the process of like becoming who he was. But I really liked him a lot because he cared about your music more than you did. And I felt like any engineer that was doing that was a great engineer because a lot of engineers be pushing buttons. They be on time frames.
Right.
Well, you got 5 minutes left. You feel what I'm saying? Like Stevie B, he don't care for real. Like if y'all record the song and he's still feeling something or he's still seeing something or he's still hearing something, he's going to stay until the project is done. And that's why like he's always probably like one of the top people to me as far as engineers because he cared about your music more than you. Yeah, so that's why he'll always be like a top guy to me.
I dig it.
But that's who I recorded Nobody Knows with. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, look at all the work he done now. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, he did that 15 years ago. Do you see like his commitment and his wanting to be professional and be great? Like I recorded quite a few songs with Stevie B.
Yeah, that's dope as shit.
Yeah. But yeah, ANTUKS, yeah. That was a crazy, yeah.
All right. I kind of want to go back to, I guess, your initial start. But before we go there,
right,
while we still on the Nobody Knows song.
Right.
To me, my interpretation at the time, that song went some level of viral, right?
You have to tell me this.
So
because, I mean, not to interfere with what you're saying, but they was bringing out, shout outs to Rough Bone, James White, like he had came out with segments of Pittsburgh's hottest songs or hit songs.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And, I was told that my song was a hit and I was told that it was popping in the streets, but I didn't really know because I was in the feds. So when he had made this thing, like, I was partly offended. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, the streets was saying this was, and then he's naming songs around that time.
He did name you or he didn't?
He didn't. So that's why I couldn't even understand because I'm like, damn, around that time, Cutthroat Hardo dropped his, P.O.P., The Young was out. Like, I came out around that time, so it's like, and all of our songs went crazy, but I was in the feds. That's why I said I didn't know. So you would have to tell me. The only people that was really letting me know that the song was crazy was you and Jeff Cobbs, like, because Jeff always let me know, like, your team held you down when you was locked up. So I really don't know the effects that it had.
So I've always been let's just say introvert in my career where I only went outside when I had to.
Right.
So I have no idea what effect it had outside, whether it was playing the clubs or anything like that. What I do know is some numbers went up quick. And I don't want to misspeak here, but I feel like it was at least 10,000 like within like a week. And I'm pretty sure it broke 100,000 like relatively quick, faster than the average song, we'll say. Whether it broke 100,000 in a week or, a month, I'm unsure of, but it hit numbers so fast, like faster than anything else. Like everybody on my timeline from Pittsburgh on Facebook was sharing it. Like it was a notable song that most people knew about. In terms of Rough Bone, like whether or not he put it on there, I wouldn't sweat that just mainly because he's kind of going off memory,
right.
and he may not have liked the song or maybe he just ain't think of it or something like that. Like I'm sure if he was exposed to it and he knows how big it was, he either forgot or something because he's definitely not going to just hate or nothing like that.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't mistake it for hating at all. At the same time, like I be knowing people got their picks. You feel what I'm saying? And that's another thing that people need to understand about Pittsburgh.
Hold up, we gonna get into that.
Right,
that's
Yeah,
a serious point.
Yeah.
Let's take it back for a second.
Okay.
Tony Pittsburgh. How did you get this name?
Okay,
what made you decide on
it? Being locked up, we was rapping behind gates and stuff like that. So it was like, where are you from? I'm from Pittsburgh.
Mm.
I always used to say that. But I officially made it my name when I had got out from doing my 8 and I had went to Douglasville, Georgia. Mm. And I was in the LA Fitness gym. And like I used to be in there every day. Mm. So like people would come in there and they would damn, you look like my man from Brooklyn, or you look like my man from Queens, you look like my man from Philly. Like, what's your name? And I would tell them my name. And then they would ask me where I'm from. And I would say Pittsburgh. I got tired of saying that. So I just said my name is Tony Pittsburgh. So now you ain't got to ask me the other question.
So you said after you got out of your 8, this was before you did the Nobody Knows song?
Yeah.
So you did 2 bids? You did one before that and one after that?
Yeah, I did. I did a bid in the state, and I did a bid in the feds. Yeah.
I feel like that explains a lot. Like, the energy I get from you is I won't say everybody to do bids is like that, but there's some people that go in that maybe they just built for it, but they have this energy of like, it's like a humility and a higher resonance of feeling, emotion, understanding, you know what I mean? And wanting to teach and community and shit like that.
No, facts, yeah. Because like when you go in there, there's 2 people that you meet. You feel what I'm saying? You meet the gamblers and you meet the people who want to get high and do all the foolishness in jail. And then you get the people who want to learn, read books, exercise, and better themselves. Yeah. I was the one that wanted to better themselves. So when I was incarcerated, I used to go to this men's growth group. And they used to, lifers and people who had a lot of time in there, like they knew that I didn't have a lot of time, and they liked it, how I felt and how passionate I was about our people. So they used to be like, well, when you go home, this is what you gotta do, and this is what you should do. Right. And it's like, I don't think I would have changed without them. Like Killers was telling me to change. Yeah. So it's like I never questioned nothing they told me, because these people is the guys. Yeah. These is the warriors. Like these is the ones that'll do something to you. So it's like if they're telling me that me not being smart and me not being strong and me not leading my people or leading my family or understanding the role I'm supposed to play in my community, like I'm like, oh no. I'm listening to this. And I actually did. You feel what I'm saying? So when I came home, like, after being around them for all them years, and that's what I'm on, they giving me books. They see me in the yard. They like, come over here. Yeah. I'm stopping my workout. They're like, yeah, spin a track with me. So what you think about that book? Ruins of an Empire. How you feel about Asafo, the infeminization of the black man? Like, how you feel about that book? Like, they was giving me books and was asking me about them, and I'm really like, because I respect them as men. So I used to, learn that and all that. But yeah, that's where I learned that from, and that's where I learned about, respect and men respecting men. Yeah. Because in there, we all stripped down to everything. Yeah. So the only thing that count in there is character. So if your character's flawed, it don't matter how many Benz trucks you had, how many girls you got coming to visit you. Like, if you a lame, you just a lame. You feel what I'm saying? Because in there, that's all we got is character. We all got the same boots, same shoes. So it ain't like I could hide behind my polo shirt or hide behind my Louis. Like, nah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I learned a lot of great things in there from powerful men.
Damn, that's official.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though. It's all connecting. Like, my interpretation plus your story is like, all of it's starting to make sense.
Right.
Yeah, you always come across, since my first exposure with that battle with Corey all the way up till now, is like this, I almost want to call you Unk. I'm pretty sure you're younger than me, but it's like you got this Unk energy.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not younger than you.
You don't think you're younger than me?
No.
How old are you?
How old are you?
44.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See? And you got young energy, though. Like, that's dope. So, fuck it.
Yeah, because the time capsule,
That's dope. When's your birthday?
April 27th.
Oh, you got me. August 18th, 1981.
Yeah, I swear.
That's dope.
81, yeah.
We out here looking like we in our 30s.
Do you understand this? That's why sometimes I don't be liking the Unk. Plus, it's like, the generation we come from. So where they used to call people Unk when we was young, them was snaps. They was fiends. So it's like when the youngins be like Unk, I don't take it as respect. I take it as disrespect, like you trying to play me or something, because I'm projecting my generation onto yours, not knowing like Unk is probably some respectful shit coming from them. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like terminologies and things like that be a little bit crazy. But, they still be trying to weaponize terms and shit, to try to wash you up. But I guess you got to pay attention to how it's contextualized.
Right. Yeah, I dig it. But yeah, so basically, the energy I get from you and have got is this almost like good and bad, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like not necessarily a tough guy, but it's like, you know, like I'm gonna stand on my square. If I don't fuck with you or I don't agree with you, I'm here, I'm this is my opinion. Or if you say something out of pocket, I'm gonna shout you out publicly like, yo, what the hell is you doing? Know what I mean?
Now, facts.
But at the same time, let's spread some love and help each other out.
Of course.
Right? Where you think the source of that come from?
Simplistically said, when you understand the definition of assertive. You feel what I'm saying? So once I understood what assertive was, which wasn't passive, wasn't aggressive, it was like the perfect balance.
Okay,
that's where I go with it.
Let me dive in a little bit deeper. So I interviewed DJ Chevy.
Right.
A couple days ago, something like that. DJ Chevy has this energy and vibe, just the persona of being a voice for Pittsburgh hip hop.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
The way I see you is a voice of Pittsburgh hip hop to an extent. Different from Chevy.
Right.
But almost like more a voice for Pittsburgh in general or Pittsburgh black culture, but hip hop. Like some balance between the two.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, do you consider yourself like an activist or have you thought about something like that?
That's crazy that you say that. So I marched for Antoine Rose. I don't know if you know Nikki Jo Dawson. Well, Nikki Jo, like, yeah, that's my girl. Like, love her to death. Like, she's what sparked it inside of me. Mm-hmm. So, you know, through her, I was able to tap into like Amber Salone and Io, Adele Young. We call him Io Blue from Homewood. Like, I started tapping into their worlds. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. I definitely did activist work. I've been down to the city council building a few times. I spoke on behalf of people. Like, yeah, I definitely, I definitely be trying to, I did the gas station when we shut the gas station down.
Marathon over by Oliver.
Ain't no question. I was there with my son on my neck. We spoke to the news and all that. Like,
you do the pizza shop? Was it Uptown?
So that's where it first started.
Okay.
My shout outs to Glenn, my old head from Northview Heights. I had caught a jitney down there. I was going down there personally to punch one of them in the face. Like, I wanted to go down there and just start something because they did that to that woman. So I'm like, I wish they would play with me. So when I go down there, because I was going to beat somebody up real quick and then hop in the jitney and go back home. That was my whole plan. But when we pulled up, it was a whole bunch of people already out there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, ooh. So I stood down there a little bit, seeing what was going on, and that was like my first taste of, standing up and
activism,
caring about the people. You feel what I'm saying? And then like as situations arose, I just was popping up there. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was like, if this was the 60s, what role would you play?
Yeah.
And people always say that, like, if this was slavery, they would have to kill me, or if this was the 60s, I would have been this. Like, it's that now. And who are you? And where do you stand? You feel what I'm saying? So I was showing myself like, yeah, if I'd have been in the 60s, I know who I would have been.
Right.
If I was in the 1800s, I know who I would have been. And it's 2025 now, and I know who I am. And I know where I'm standing. So if anything go crazy with my people, I already know how I'm moving. Because I condition my own man to be on that type of time. So,
right. Okay.
But at the same time, I want to state that, I'm pro-righteousness and anti-devilishment. So I don't want no people to confuse me like, oh, he's pro-black and anti-white. Like, I don't want people to think that, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though I love my people unapologetically, and I pick my people over anybody, like, without question.
Right.
But I'm not so deep into it to the point where I can't see the good in the other side. You feel what I'm saying? Or hear, thoughtful and useful information from the other side.
Yeah.
I'm a little leery about it because history teaches me that I can't really stand on y'all shit too much, but I still listen to it and respect the truth when it's being told. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't ever want nobody to get me confused with that. Like, oh, he's on this extra militant and it ain't that type of time. But at the same time, you know, I definitely rock with man heavy.
So spinning off of that,
Right.
kind of a little segue. We'll start at the, when I first hit you up to come for the interview,
Right.
was the Zay Ike post. So
Yeah.
for the audience that don't know,
Right.
Zay Ike is a streamer,
Yes.
popular streamer in Pittsburgh. And
Became.
he's had some relative popularity before that. He's more popular now.
No,
but
right.
Relative before that.
Yeah, because his mom did used to speak on him,
Yeah.
Shout out to Tasha Mack. Yeah, she definitely used to speak on him.
So when iShowSpeed came to the city,
Right.
he ran down on him. Not like on no thug shit or
No,
nothing,
no,
but
but
like
yeah.
popped up on him.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, can I get a shout out?
Yeah.
And
The realest shit ever.
yeah, iShowSpeed was like
Yeah.
like playing him off like for what? What I'm supposed to do? I ain't gonna help you.
Ain't no question.
And Zay Ike, his response was, man, just give me the shout out, like for real.
Right. Yeah.
So he actually,
Yeah.
iShowSpeed gave him the shout
Ain't
out.
no doubt.
And it blew, basically.
Like he knew it was going to.
Like he knew it was going
And that's
to.
why, you know,
So your response to that, I guess when you had seen the video, I'm not sure, I'm just speaking on my experience of it. From what I seen, I read, yo, first of all, why is we on streamers nuts? Like these ain't even real celebrities. Us from Pittsburgh, we gotta support our own. Why ain't we doing more to support each other, so on and so forth?
right.
And I don't know if I interpreted that wrong, but that's like how I seen it the first time I read it. So maybe you could explain what
Okay, so when I spoke on the situation, it had nothing to do with Zay Ike. And if you go back, because all this is recorded, like there was Pittsburgh people that was blocking the kids from iShowSpeed. They was saying wild stuff like spit in my mouth, and it was like strange shit. People was trying to bully him and intimidate iShowSpeed. I'm like, man, this is crazy. So
Wait, they was talking to him saying that shit?
yes, they was playing with iShowSpeed. Like it was wild how they was playing with him. And I said, iShowSpeed showed me a lot about you Pittsburgh niggas. That's what I said. Everybody just assumed that I was speaking on Zay. And I'm like, nah, Zay did the realest shit that you could do.
Yeah.
Like, I shared Zay. I was a super supporter of Zay, and I was pushing him and going hard for him and everything. I pulled back a little bit because I don't want people to ever confuse me supporting you with me being a groupie. Because I'm me at the end of the day. Like, I don't need nobody's light. I got my own. I got my own story. I got my own kids. Like, I got my own shit. I just don't push it. You feel what I'm saying? But I got content to push.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I love what he did and the stance that he took. And I'm saying, like, Pittsburgh, this is what we need to do. You feel what I'm saying? Because he could have just, the security was pushing iShowSpeed down. Like, he really didn't want Zay to do what he did, but Zay took the initiative. And that's why I love what he did. And that's why I was highlighting it, because he wanted to be what he is and what he's going to become. And I thought that was honorable.
Right.
So I'm like, man, y'all niggas need to do that. But I'm saying all the lame shit, like down there, Zay probably wouldn't have got his chance if all these other lame niggas would have kept doing the lame shit they was doing. And y'all made Pittsburgh look weird at the end of the day. And see, that's where I come in. I don't like nobody playing with Pittsburgh. I don't like nobody disrespecting Pittsburgh. Like, you got to hold that shit up and hold that shit together, because we like the first ones.
Hey, look, 100%. Like, your energy towards Pittsburgh is literally me. Like, you see, I got the Pittsburgh on
Ain't
my
no
hat,
question.
bro.
I smiled as soon as I seen it.
I rock Pittsburgh all day.
Yeah.
Only reason I ain't got a P tatted on me, because I seen a bunch of weird niggas with P's tatted on them.
Nah,
Like,
I feel it.
I can't do it. But outside of that, man, yeah, I'm 100% Pittsburgh. And I feel that, you know, when dudes make Pittsburgh look weird. Matter of fact, on TikTok. So on TikTok, even now with the Kalaj Dame Podcast, as I'm promoting this stuff, I'm doing this method of promotion. So this isn't a Pittsburgh podcast. This is like, I'm aiming to be, you know, international.
Ain't
global.
no question.
But I'm starting in Pittsburgh because these are my peers that I'm able to interview.
Yes.
And the people that know my peers and want to hear the story of my peers,
Right.
mostly, more so than anyone else, are going to be here in Pittsburgh, right?
I agree.
So it's starting in Pittsburgh. So my whole strategy is go to TikTok, follow some Pittsburgh people, get them to start watching my content. Maybe I can meet somebody else I can interview, so on and so forth. So I'm building my network out from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So as I look at Pittsburgh, I'm seeing weird shit. Like I'm seeing people post stuff, and it's like, to an extent, it feels like a different side of Pittsburgh that I never even knew existed.
No,
right?
facts.
Because like I'm seeing way more white people, of course, which again, like nothing against it or anything like
Right.
that. It's a different, not even white people. It's not people, it's culture.
Right.
I'm
right.
seeing different cultures
Right.
in Pittsburgh that when I say weird is like, it's not the Pittsburgh I know.
This is a fact.
You know what I mean? Where to a certain extent, I don't feel offended, but I'm like,
I am.
you offended by that?
I am.
Why?
Because it gives a misinterpretation of who we are. So when I used to be upstate, or I used to be down the county, like the only times you would see black people being shown on some Pittsburgh shit was if we was doing crimes. But when they swing their camera through the stadiums or they swing the camera through the arenas, you never get to see us. So now people got the misconception like, damn, is there any black people in Pittsburgh? Like they kind of confuse Pittsburgh with like a Boston.
So speaking on that,
Right.
that's the reason why I did. Remember I told you I started a podcast before this one, right? Mm-hmm. The name of it was The Black Point. The whole reason it's starting that was the people outside of Pittsburgh have no idea about black culture in Pittsburgh.
Facts.
And it's kind of like, I don't know if you remember when that Banging in Little Rock, Arkansas came out.
Ain't no question.
When we seen that, it was like, Little Rock, Arkansas, what? Like,
Feel
it didn't
me?
even make sense.
Yeah.
It feels like the same thing in Pittsburgh where people look at
Absolutely.
Pittsburgh like, y'all ain't got no hood there. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to glorify like the violence or anything
Not
like
at
that.
all.
But we a completely different culture from what y'all know. Like, we don't say yins.
This is what I'm saying.
Like, I mean, there's a lot more to it
Right.
than what y'all are seeing publicly.
Absolutely.
So I had people on TikTok going kind of back and forth with me. They like, oh, when I think of black culture in Pittsburgh, I think Wiz Khalifa. I ain't got nothing against Wiz.
At all. Love Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz ain't black culture Pittsburgh. Like he I don't even know how to put this. And I mean nothing bad by it, but Wiz, to me, when I see Wiz, he doesn't represent what I seen, encountered, and understood as our culture here in the city as throughout my childhood. You know what I mean? Like your energy, I could tell, born and raised in Pittsburgh.
No, that's a
You know
fact.
what I mean? Just by meeting somebody, you kind of feel, yeah, that's Pittsburgh. I don't know what it is, but my whole thing is, yeah, I need to do what I can to promote and advertise and let everybody know, like, there is a whole nother side to Pittsburgh that y'all just don't fucking know about.
Nah, absolutely. And, to give you just a little bit of pushback when it come to Wiz, like, so people was just seeing Wiz when he was successful. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my cousin Born Blessed. Like, I had an opportunity to see Wiz. And I'm so mad because I love Wiz so much. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the representation part.
Yeah.
So when I'm in prison, they in there, Philly dudes and New York dudes, they like, oh, y'all don't even got no rappers. So when Joe Beast was doing his thing and he was in the XXL, I had him on my wall.
Yeah.
And then soon as Wiz Khalifa came and he was doing his thing, I had him on my wall.
Yeah.
So I'm geeked in. Pittsburgh don't even know that I'm going crazy about them in the cell.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Pittsburgh, I'm just so geek. But long story short, like I seen Wiz Khalifa in the ID Labs.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like when he first got the chain.
Yeah.
And I'm so mad because it's like I seen him and I didn't know it was him.
So let me clarify that. Wiz is black. And,
Right.
and he is black culture. I'm not saying he's white culture.
Right.
And he had his experience, his time where he was in Pittsburgh an extended period of time, and he became that.
Right.
And it's based on, people he hung out with, school or whatever else, right?
Yeah. Shout outs to Hazelwood.
Definitely. I have a lot of appreciation for Wiz, but at the same time, it's different when your childhood experiences are, I got jumped or I had to jump somebody at the corner store. We, in middle school, we used to hang downtown at the Wood Street T Station. I remember we used to go down to the Point, damn near midnight in high school. We racing up and down at the Point. We used to get on the bus and go to Century 3 Mall, almost got kicked off the bus when it was super packed and we in the back screaming and cussing each other out. We go to Jets or Panama Jacks and, get on chicks. Fake ID going to Club Chrome or Laga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like freestyling at Originals at 4 o'clock in the morning, the Cypher in the Circle. This is Black culture in Pittsburgh to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not saying nothing bad or negative, and I could be wrong about it. It just, I feel like there's a story to be told, and whether or not Wiz is a part of that story, I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like he's not a part of that story, and it feels like we need someone to tell that story.
No, absolutely. So the burden with Wiz Khalifa is that they just push that on him. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like, and this is why we gonna get to this conversation about the gatekeeping and it being some bigger shit why people can't get on.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like, we gonna push him, and this is what it is. This is the model of what's going on in the city.
Who's
just
we?
So the we. I want to say people that's involved in media. I really can't say colors because I don't know who necessarily is involved, but I feel like he's deliberately pushed to like depict what Black people are in Pittsburgh. That's why so many people just look at him and be like, oh, well, that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's like any other representation has been suppressed. I'm not even going to say they're not wanting to see it. I feel like it's been suppressed. That's why I feel like the pushing of him is not necessarily his doing because he is who he is. Mm-hmm. And he represents a lot of people in there that's just stoners. They be around, they be having book bags, they be having, they do their thing and they chilling, you feel what I'm saying? But I feel like whoever is trying to like frame Pittsburgh or, because I feel like Pittsburgh got a look that's not ours, and that's what I'm fighting for. You feel what I'm saying?
So I partially agree. Like, Pittsburgh does have a look. I got some significant pushback for you, though.
Okay.
I hear this a lot, actually. Mm-hmm. This whole concept of gatekeeping. And let me give you a little bit of backstory, right? So I started out in, we'll say, 98 with my rap career, right? I went all the way up to 2002. And I mean, back in the days when like Almighty was doing anything with 2 G's.
Yes, that was a beautiful time when you was rapping.
So I used to sell CDs, out the pocket.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Kill. He used to sell them in front of David's shoe store.
Exactly. So from there, I moved to Atlanta. Me and my homie used to work with Bad Boy. So when we got down there, all his contacts, and I mean like industry contacts, immediately we started working with all of them. So I was working in the industry, producing with like Shaquille O'Neal. I did joints with Monica, 50 Cent, like all different types of artists. I worked directly with Scooter Braun, manager for Justin Bieber. Came back to Pittsburgh in 2004. That shit, I don't like the fast life. All the money, you gotta have a $100,000 car and be drinking Chris, Moet in the club.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Even though you broke and ain't got no money in your pocket, you spending all your money on Moet. You don't know how you gonna eat tomorrow.
Right.
But you and your crew gotta be drinking the most expensive shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't rock with this. This ain't authentic to me. So I moved back to Pittsburgh. Came back to Pittsburgh, started doing my thing, and at some point in time, I started having kids, bunch of kids, women. That was always my issue. Had women everywhere. I hit a point where it was like, I'm not making no money off of this, and I need to start taking care of my kids. And that's when I slowly started like to retire, I guess you could say, from music.
Right.
At that point, I went to school for engineering. Right now, I'm an electrical engineer. I make more than, it's literally like a shift. I appreciate it though, but it was basically a thing I felt I had to do to take care of my kids and stuff. But the most important thing about it is it opened up a window for me. It allowed me to see things that I was never able to see before I got to the corporate America side.
Right.
Where everything that I thought was like gatekeeping is just a perspective. It's just the window that you're looking through before you are one of the corporate people. That window is like skewed or blurred. It's like, yo, why ain't y'all helping me? Why y'all helping them and not me? Why are you looking at me like that? Like the energy that you get just from how you dress, for example.
Right.
Not you specifically, but
no, I understand
how people dress.
Absolutely.
Where if my pants is hanging off my ass, and, you know, if exactly how I'm dressed now, Jay's hat, whatever, like, yeah, it's me, but I can't dress like this in a corporate environment in Pittsburgh and expect to be treated corporate and respected like that.
Right.
They gonna talk crazy to me, like ignore me like I ain't shit.
Right.
But if I go in there, you know, with some khakis on, you know, sweater, quarter zip, something like that, immediately I'm one of them. If I speak with confidence and authority, like I run shit while I'm around them, well, now I got people around me trying to sell me shit, trying to ask for advice, trying to, you know, network. Here, let me get your number. I sell this product. I deliver XYZ. People come in my building and immediately come to me like I'm the boss, like I run shit, not knowing whether or not I am, just simply because of the confidence in the way I carry myself.
Right.
That is what provides the opportunity for me. It's literally your paradigm, your perspective. So like, for example, this podcast for me,
right,
there are no gates. There's no one blocking anything. Like I have a publicist, PR team, marketing, like we have everything where, you know, at some point in time, people are going to be seeing the podcast and say, he must be in with somebody with money. He must got a major deal. How is he able to do that? No, I'm able to do that simply because in my mind, I know that there's no gates or believe that there's no gates, we'll say,
right,
arguably.
Right.
But at the same time, I have confidence and I have knowledge and I have people in the right places to do the right things.
Absolutely.
So that was a whole fucking mouthful, but my point that I was trying to get across,
right.
I don't believe that there's gatekeepers. I believe that it is simply a frame of mind. Your frame of mind dictates your outward appearance. And if your outward appearance says, I don't belong here, then people are going to treat you like you don't belong here.
Okay, so the perspective that I'm speaking from, because I definitely respect that. Mm-hmm. And you sound more like an entrepreneur versus someone who's trying to be a part of somebody's company or be a part of somebody's label. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes to those kind of things, like networking is very important, mm-hmm. and word of mouth is gold.
Yeah.
So it's like in certain circles, if people say certain things about you, mm-hmm. things can happen overnight. But and if people speak against you, mm-hmm. you can get this blackball feeling. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say the gates, I'm speaking more so along the lines of even this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, mm-hmm. if somebody was to come to me and was like, yo, so how can I get on the podcast with your man? Like, I like how you do it. I like his style. And me feeling some type of way about you, I'm like, I'm going to holler at him.
And don't.
And I never do. You feel what I'm saying? And then he end up seeing you at an Arby's or something. He like, yo, Tony Pittsburgh never tell you about me. And you like, who are you? And see, that's the type of shit that when I speak of gatekeeping, that's the simplistic and small part of what I'm saying. I feel like there be people that's in rooms and that's in positions because it's a networking thing. Just like if somebody come from Detroit and I know you, I'm not about to go through your whole city to see who's good and play the A&R role. Nah, I'm be like, yo, so dang, what's up, man? Like, you got anybody down here that do electricity, or you got anybody who know how to fix this or fix that?
Yeah.
Whoever you tell me, that's who I'm rocking with. These might not be the best people. These might not be the most qualified, but I'm rocking with it because I rock with you.
That word of mouth.
So that's my whole thing, and that's the only path that I'm more on when I'm speaking about the gatekeeping shit.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people don't speak people's names when they get in positions too.
So would you say that, I mean, obviously, I agree with that. First and foremost, there's definitely relevance in that where, you know, people not putting in the word, people hating, you know, blackballing you or whatever.
Right.
But I feel like we at a point in the industry, especially with social media, you know, where that don't really matter if you're hungry enough.
It don't. It don't.
Like if you tell me, yo, I want some of your pizza, or can you help me with some pizza? You say, nah, well, fuck you then. I'm going, I mean,
Fact.
I'm go get it myself.
Or get on YouTube and
Yeah.
learn how to make your own pizza. No, facts.
And that's why I say, like, the gatekeeping that we talk about, that exists everywhere, bro. Like,
No, I do. It do.
I'll give you a good example. The company I used to work for, we, I don't know if you heard, it was a vertical farm in Braddock. We had like the little salad kits and stuff, but they was a tech startup. So this tech startup was a vertical farm. As they grew, they weren't basically didn't have enough money, so they were trying to get more money so we could expand to a larger farm to have more farms and stuff like that. Well, word spread around from, you know, investors and venture capitalists about, you know, failures of the vertical farming industry in that business space.
Right.
They like, nah, we ain't fucking with that.
Nah,
I mean,
facts.
you go knock on this door and it's like, nah, like I heard bro lost a bunch of money. I ain't fucking with that. So it's the same thing all across.
No, absolutely.
All across the board.
And see, but in that realm of thinking and perspective, okay, you got to understand that, because it's like, it's a lot going on here. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that people got to do. It's a lot of things that go with that.
Right.
With this situation over here, I'm just like, damn, like, you see what you see. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's telling you that this person is not good or this person's not great or they're not going to do X amount of numbers. Like, right now, for example, I'll bring up Stunner 2 Fly. Okay, so you see Stunner 2 Fly, this artist, this Pittsburgh artist, underground local artist. You check his numbers. Okay, your Spotify, I see your analytics, I see your impressions on, I see your fan base, and I'm seeing your subscriptions. Like, this is all the shit you did by yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at that and I'm an investor, I'm like, oh, this is open and shut. We gonna go to the moon with this. All he needs is my help.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I'm coming to look for a person like him and I ask you about a person like him and you act like he don't exist, that's wild to me. Or you're bringing people into the city and it's like, you know they're interested. And it's like, damn, you don't tell them about these people?
Can we call that gatekeeping though? Like, I feel like that it might be a form of,
I call it gatekeeper only because I feel like it's blocking opportunities from others and you don't have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Or we could find a better term for it, but that's what I'm calling it.
I mean, okay. Let me give you some devil's advocate here.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of an artist I don't like in the city.
Oh boy, ask Pittsburgh, they have a million. My name probably.
So look, I got an artist I don't like.
Right.
And I won't say their name, but I'm thinking of them in my mind.
Fact.
And they have a fan base.
Right.
All right. Somebody comes in and, you know, my homie from out of town, you know, maybe it's you know, Scooter Braun contacts me, I get back in touch with him. He comes in, yo, I need this exact artist. And the way he describes it is literally the artist that I don't like.
Right.
For whatever reason, maybe it's bad vibes, maybe I don't like how he dressed, I don't like what he said or how he said it to me last time I talked to him.
Right.
But for some reason, the energy is off and like, that ain't my man's.
Right.
I'm not a type of person to hate somebody or you know, try to step on an opportunity that they have. So like, I'm not going to badmouth you behind your back. I'm not going to step on your toes.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not going to pass you an alley-oop if I don't really fuck with you like that.
And that's real. That's real shit.
But,
that's real shit, because I know dudes they backgrounds ain't cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, them, you going against my code that I live by. I'm not breaking that. And my code of ethics to put you in a spot that you need to be.
Yeah.
So I understand, like, it's conflicting.
Is that gatekeeping though?
It's paradoxical.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Because two things can be the truth at the same time. I'm just saying, like, if that's not the situation, like if somebody come here and ask me who I think the hottest females is, I'm going to tell them I think her, and her. And you can also type in Pittsburgh hottest new rappers, and I think you'll be able to find more. This is the information I'm going to give. So even if I'm recorded by anybody while I'm saying this, or they secretly recording me, it's like, damn, even the people he didn't know, he still was trying to get people on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I would try to be on some K-Pound type shit. But if you don't take that approach, I just feel like when you in a position of power, you have responsibility.
Wait, there's more to it too. And I didn't even think of this aspect, but what if the talent is there?
Right.
But the character, the personality, the consistency, like all the other qualities that you need to have in order to network properly, in order for people to really mess with you. What if they're missing something that's relative? Like, I know of people that are good at what they do.
Right.
That their comprehension is not all there. Or, you know, when you need them, when things is on the line and money is on the line,
right,
they throw up every excuse in the world. Maybe they not showing up on time. Maybe when they are showing up, they high out of their mind and can't close on the deal.
Right.
They can't perform properly. You might look at this person and say, you know, this is the hottest person in the city. They got all these numbers on YouTube and whatever else. But when it come down to it, maybe they just be BSing. I mean, like, there could be more up under the hood.
I mean, absolutely. And I mean, that's none of your business, though.
Well, no. What I'm saying, maybe could be a part of the tale as to why
factor.
They got the gate closed on them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that if it's not conflicting with your integrity, I feel like you need to pass the baton. Now, what I'm saying is to protect yourself and protect what you just stand on in your brand. Okay, I'm going to give you the whole shit. I'm not just going to tell you that this dude is talented and he's amazing. I'm going to tell you he's a weirdo. I'm going to tell you he don't be on time.
See, that's.
But that's if I care about you, though.
But that's another portion of it. So back to my analogy of like me being the engineer, for example. If, you know, I got a homie that he runs a manufacturing shop.
Right.
If he come to me and he say, yo, what's up with your boy Tony? You know, I need somebody to work here. And, you know, you ain't coming to work on time. Maybe your work is crazy. You wiring the hell out of machines, never got an issue. But you show up 20 minutes late to work and, you know, calling off every other day. I'm going to let him know, like, nah, you don't want this. Just simply because I know what he want. I know what's good employee-wise. And I'm not going to put my neck on the line. Like you said, integrity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But at the same time, my thing is this. And the only reason why I'm kind of firm on this is because I'm looking at it from a not having perspective. And I feel like, you know,
survival.
This might be the only chance dude get before he go smoke something or before he go rob something or before he take his own. You feel what I'm saying? And I never want to be taking somebody from a position where maybe he get around you and you changing. You might make him better. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't want to stop y'all from meeting when you can be the one that changes this person's life. Just like Allen Iverson, how he was out of control, but when he met that coach at Georgetown, that was like his dad, and he went crazy for him, and he behaved, and he did what he was supposed to do because he really loved the coach. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I never underestimate the power of other people and their influences.
You said a real good point there. Which triggered a thought in my mind, the difference between living on survival, living on love.
Yeah.
I don't know how relevant this is, but I feel like there's a vast difference between how people operate, like in life, business, relationships, everything, when you're living to survive versus living to love.
Yes.
And from my understanding, it feels like, not saying it is, it just feels like most people that I encounter that are living to survive are like bad business. Bad in terms of, like, I love them. I want to help them. I want to give them everything. But the more you love and help and give, they're still stuck in surviving. And a month later, you need to help, love, and give more. And a month later, you need to help, love, and give more.
I agree.
And it's nothing more, going back to that paradigm, that frame of mind and perspective in life. When you shift out of that survival mode, and you realize there is no light at the end of the tunnel because you're not in a tunnel, just turn on the light. When you shift out of that survival mode, that's when the whole world opens up.
But see, that's what I'm saying, and that's where, when you giving, you feel what I'm saying? That's a part of you giving. Because at the same time, we're not gonna let nobody use us. We not fools. I feel like I'm the sharpest knife in the drawer. So what I'm saying is with this food that I'm giving you, I'm putting jewels in your crown as well, because I'm not gonna enable bad behavior. So as I'm helping you and blessing you and putting you in a position, I'm letting you know, like, listen, I'm taking the training wheels off. I'm holding the back of your bike and we running. Go ahead and pedal.
So what do you do when that person, like, they acknowledge what you're saying. They acknowledge the energy you give them. And everything verbally, the energy, the passion, it feels right, it sounds right. And they just keep making the same mistakes as if it's almost as if they understand what you're saying, but you see from the consistency of their actions, they don't really get it.
You gotta do the right thing.
Like you or they do?
You got to do the right thing.
Which is what?
Because you the best knower. Listen, I'm only going so far with people that's not blood and not my loved ones.
So the next month you ain't giving no more, right?
Hell no. Hell no. You got to figure it out. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you where John Eagles is at, and I'm going to give you a big coat you might can steal or something.
So another question. That's person number one, right? Next month, person number two, that has completely different energy than person number one, a completely different story. And they need help. I promise I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm on point. All I need is just $500. I'll be straight. I'm cool. Give them $500. Same exact outcome as the first one. You learn from your mistakes. Can't repeat the same mistake twice. Hands off. I gotta let you go. What happens when you have 2, 3, 10 years worth of every time you try to help one of these people in this survival mode concept, it just keeps proving the people that you pick don't have that right frame of mind. Like, they're not ready to get out of survival mode. At some point, do you not feel like maybe I should find a different way to help these people in survival mode, because they're not aware that they're unable to help themselves?
I mean, you first and foremost, like that's looking down the hall and around the corner. Like, you really don't know what nobody's on, and you don't know what nobody's on.
No. What I'm saying, just consistency of actions, right?
Right.
So based on what you do, let's just say for 5 years straight, this is what you're doing. You're helping, giving, right? And we'll say 98% of the people that you're helping and giving to are just repeating their cycle and never learning from their mistakes.
No, facts. That happened to me in real life.
That's what I'm saying. How do you,
like, people that's watching this gonna know, like, I really went through this in real life and really dealt with these kind of people. And it's like, you'll die.
If you keep helping?
And they will watch you die.
So
it happened to me. Like, I gave everything that I had to try to make sure everybody else was good. And then once they finally figured it out and got it right, and I needed them, like, it was on some shit like, what's wrong with you?
So
you feel what I'm saying? So I understand exactly what you're saying.
So watch this here. In this analogy I'm giving you,
right.
Consider yourself a gatekeeper.
Yes.
Where, like, your human brain is able to put together the pattern of, I know what it looks like when you're in survival mode and you're not ready to learn from your own mistakes, right?
Right.
Where you can have a conversation with somebody, maybe look at their Facebook posts, if they borrowing money every other day, they got a brand new wife or husband every other day. Like, there's certain things just kind of like,
it's weird.
You ain't really ready.
Yeah, ain't no doubt.
Does that make you a gatekeeper?
See, I might be a fool in that way because I feel like everybody deserves a chance to be, because I don't know what's going on in these people's situations when they're dealing with these other people. Like I said, with the Allen Iverson situation, like, he brought the best out of that kid. You feel what I'm saying? And then he made it to the league, and Iverson got in front of the camera and said, "Practice." He would have never said that to his Georgetown coach. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like certain situations bring certain things out of people. And that's why I'm saying I will give you a chance. I'm not going to be no dummy, though. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not going to give you my last because I don't trust you. Right. But I feel like if I have the opportunity to assist you in any way to help you progress or move forward, I feel like in my belief system that I must. And I feel like if I don't, the universe and God is going to punish me for that. You feel what I'm saying? Because I might be God's way of showing you that he exists.
Right.
Or I might be the one to prove to you that blessings still exist. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't want to diminish my role because I'm thinking in my mind what you might do with it. I might be the one to change your life. And if you look at everybody's story, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, even Serena Williams, like, everybody had to believe in them. And they was all in bad situations where it couldn't have worked out.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But they was given chances.
Yeah.
And they, you feel what I'm saying? Even Diddy.
Yeah.
As much as people want to hate him, and he came from a background that shaped him to be this person that he is. But he was given a chance.
So let me argue this. When they were given a chance, they made it pop with that chance.
Not facts. And that's and that right there. That's as far as it goes.
What qualifies as a chance?
I'm doing my part. That's the chance. So if you need $5, I'm gonna give you that. You need $1,000, I'm gonna give you that. You need to talk to my man Dame, I'm gonna set the meeting up. Now, if you go in there playing with my man, and I hear that he pistol beat you to death, I've told you he's a serious guy. Don't play with him. He's gonna give you a shot though if you're serious. See, that goes back to the lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink. I'm not gonna let you die first though. That's my thing. Whether you drink the water or not, I'm gonna get you there. You feel what I'm saying? Now, once I get you there, it's like, I could look at my God, I could look at my people, and I could look at my kids like, I did what I was supposed to do.
I gotta dig into this. So, I'm not gonna let you die of thirst, right?
Right.
Is that, you lead the horse to water.
Right.
And I'm either going slightly, softly dunk your head or feed you with a cup.
No, we're not doing none of that.
So
that's what we do with our kids and the people we love. No, they don't get none of that.
But
they get the pool. Look, it's right here.
You gonna push them in? Like
no. Look,
but if you can't make him
right
drink,
here.
If you can't make him drink and he refuses to drink, he gonna die of thirst. So how you gonna not let him die of thirst?
So my educator taught me you can't win by force.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's something that I live by, and that's something that I stand on. That's a part of me being a man.
So what do you do if you lead them to water and they still die of thirst?
Then that was God's plan. The pen has lifted and the ink has dried.
And do you feel at peace with that within yourself?
Absolutely.
That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
One of the things
I can't be you for you.
One of the things I try to drive home with in concepts, I try to dig into who we are as individuals.
Right.
Like who's on the other side of this table. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like what, as a man, what are you at peace with in your heart?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and try to get as much of the story out as possible. Because I don't know, maybe it's something from God, but I can almost see the divinity in people. And it's not necessarily a religious reference. It's more so like you, for example.
Right.
You have, and I'm gonna use the word unk.
Nah, it's cool. Hey, listen, old head, I love all that.
You have the energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it, of someone that can move mountains in the community. Like I see that. However you want to take it, whatever you want to do, it's completely up to you. You
Right.
your own man, of course, but 100% can move mountains.
I agree.
And like that, all that information. I mean, this whole conversation is just me diving into who are you? You know what I mean? So that I can see and, so we can show the rest of the world what's going on. At the same time, I'm trying to segue into the next topic, which brings me to the self-accountability.
Yes, yes, I love that. And I love that. And I want us to dig into this because it has like truth and falseness. It has good and bad. It has right and wrong. It has the dichotomy of everything because accountability deals with perspective. It's really dual. It has a duality to it.
Right.
So it's like, depending on your philosophical view and how it's put, it could be the truth or it could be some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? It's like how you arrive at this word. Because I feel like accountability is not a journey. It's a destination.
So I'm going to play the opposition. I'm going to play homie's position.
Right.
And you know what I'm talking about when I say homie.
Right.
I'm playing homie's position. And mind you too, my wife hates when I call it being the devil's advocate. She always say the devil don't need no help.
Sorry,
Yo, but a lot of times when I give people pushback, I make it sound like that's my perspective or that's what I believe in.
Right.
I mean, like the whole gatekeeper conversation.
No, I like that.
It ain't necessarily what I believe.
No, facts.
I'm trying to, from that perspective.
As you should.
So self-accountability, and this isn't him talking, it's just what I interpreted from what I read. But pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Like, does that sound about right?
You hear me?
Like try to be, you are responsible for you.
Right.
And if you mess up, make a mistake, get an opportunity, whatever comes your way is your responsibility to see where you messed up at, what you could have fixed, fix yourself, review it, fix yourself, keep it moving, move on. And it's no one else's responsibility but your own. And if another person, a witness, onlooker, or whatever, it's not their responsibility to help you. So like me, if that's your situation and you ain't picking yourself up, I ain't about to, lift a hand out to help you. I ain't about to drag you to the water hole for you to drink the water. You better drag yourself. Get up. You see where you at. I got legs. You got legs too. Right. Does that sound about right? His position? Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So what do you say to that?
I think that's disgusting. And I feel like those are deflective talking points that people use to keep the truth from being known and justice from being reached. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like those is like mental mechanisms, defense mechanisms. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, well, redlining happened. That happened back then. Like, what is going on now? Or I don't think racism exists nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these are talking points. Why? Because we're saying that this is happening, or reparations is needed, or we feel like not enough artists is getting their due. They're just due. So it's like when you start getting closer to the truth, this is when people start saying these type of things. Like, because I feel like in my heart, if you do your best, That should be enough. And when that's not enough, there got to be other shit. There got to be other players in the game. It got to be either your karma, energy, other people. There's something that's against you.
So still playing this pushback role. Natural selection concept. Only the strong survive.
Right.
Right. If you and I are, we'll say, a part of a tribe of creatures, humans, whatever, but like a Aboriginal tribe.
Facts.
We not all going to have the same opportunity, know what I mean? And depending, if it's like patriarchal and there's like a king rulership, that we might have to knuckle it up and somebody die in order for another man to take the king's spot.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, the point is that I'm making in life, in this world, we don't necessarily have the same equality, the same level. We have different levels of comprehension, different IQs.
Facts.
So if I give my all,
yes,
and it's not enough,
right,
is that fair? In nature, by the laws of nature.
Is that yes.
I mean, I might have a weak bloodline. My family's stupid.
No. You do your best. If you do your best and it's still not enough given that situation, then you don't. Because it's the survival of the fittest.
Right. So using that, I mean, we could put everybody like today in that same conversation, right?
Okay.
Where, there's some people that's slow. There's some people that's, brilliant. Some people that's strong, some that's weak, all across the board. Are we really entitled to the same things? Like, if we all push at 100%, we not going to be fair. Like, people's going to finish the race. Some people's going to throw up 5 yards in. Some people's going to pass out. Somebody going to cross the finish line 3 days later. Like,
so first and foremost, I would like to state that there's a lot of people that's not even qualified to even be in the realm of accountability. Like, you don't even have all your faculty together. Like, all your facets is not even together.
Right.
So it's like me being the best knower, and I'm already seeing how this go. I could already tell, like, I'm not even going to push you in position where you got to do as much as him, because I know you're not 100. You're only 50. I know he's 100. I'm talking about all the hundreds. I'm talking about all the warriors. Absolutely. Okay, so everybody's on a fair line.
So some people get a head start.
Because I believe that, and look, another controversial view that I have, and with that aspect right there, I feel like people are better than people. Yeah, I don't think that we're all the same, and I think that there is people that's better than people. Right. Now, somebody who got one leg versus somebody who got two, nah. But if you get 4.0s and I get 4.0s too, and then it came to us taking this SAT and you didn't come, or you played with it, or you didn't study for it, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm better than you because you didn't work to your full capacity. So accountability is needed for you because you was one of the ones.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I feel like there's people that's not even qualified to be held accountable. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for you to put all these people in the same dip, and then all the things that you named as far as like self-awareness and accountability and understanding the effects of you and how it affects your community, you got to understand, like, that's a high level of human science. There's people that's not even dealing with them realms of thought process.
Right.
So how could we ever hold them accountable for something that they're not even aware of? So when it comes to accountability, like, I look at the Tarzan gorilla theory, where he really thought that he was a gorilla.
Right.
And he went around his own and thought they was weird.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, accountability has no life or can't breathe around social constructs and subliminal messages and manipulation tactics and social engineering. Like, these type of things, accountability can't live around these things because it's blocking it. We're stopping these people from being able to even see what's going on with them and how they're affected things. There's people that's not even conscious of who they are, the powers that they possess, the power of their own voice. This is why we got a lot of people in our age group that don't even talk the way that I talk, because they're not cognitive of their own power, their own self-worth. So now the babies is out here wandering and not knowing what to do. And then there's people in our age group that feel like, I'm a man my business and do what I'm doing, or they're not going to listen to me. Like, you don't even know the power of your own voice.
Right.
So it's like accountability, like that's for people that I feel like is qualified. You got to be qualified to be held accountable. Everybody can't just get that. That's why when it comes to that word and it's like people got to hold themselves accountable, it's like, if you was raised by bad parents, what do you think that's going to do to the child?
Right.
Like if your boss don't like you and he's prejudiced against you, what do you think that's going to do for your success rate?
So
you feel what I'm saying? Like there's always something in play. And if that's in play, we can't really say, okay, well, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Like what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Like, can you blame them people that they left all their houses and they land there and escaped to the north? You didn't have to do that. You could have stayed and found the way. And this is what they be trying to say. Like it be impossible situations, or it be situations where they know your hands is tied behind your back and they'll still try to throw that out there when you like, yo, they tied my hands behind my back. So what? You could have used your toes. Like, come on. God.
So let me see if I could sum this up, because that was some in-depth stuff right there. I feel like some of the audience probably won't understand fully. To try to wrap it up, kind of like a person is limited by their level of comprehension, so which includes like self-awareness.
Yes. Matter of fact, I love that word, comprehension. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So like if you can't understand these concepts, these ideas, to even dig into what accountability is, if you don't have a yardstick to measure yourself, to be aware of what you're doing wrong, if this is life, culture, as you've been taught, as you've experienced, as your family has given you, and you're have no way to measure it, have no idea that you're even in the wrong, how can you hold yourself accountable? Because in order to hold yourself accountable, basically you're measuring yourself. But in order to measure something, you have to contrast it against something different. And if you don't see the difference, if you don't understand the difference, then you don't see a contrast and you can't measure it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. That's down there the definition of white supremacy. Like that's what white supremacy is in a nutshell.
Or white privilege.
That's that in a nutshell.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why they don't understand. What am I talking about?
Right.
What do you mean that the cops are this way to me? And what do you mean that the banks just do this to me? Or I can just get a house and it's this way for me? Like, what do you mean? Yeah. And I can't expect Superman to understand how I feel to be regular. Yeah. Batman can feel me.
Yeah.
Robin can feel me. You feel what I'm saying? They regular people trying to be heroes, but Wonder Woman will never understand.
Right.
Spider-Man will never, well, Spider-Man might. But you know, there's certain characters that was just born this way, that was just that way, and it's like.
Yeah, so I think I got a perfect analogy for that. Like the idea of a person that was born blind.
Right.
What do you see human beings as? Like a person that was, and I'm sure there's people that were born blind that have gotten married. What does their spouse look like in their head?
And can you hold them accountable for being wrong?
I dig it.
You feel me? So that's it. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's where I'm at with accountability. Like, you know, if you're qualified, yes, you should be held accountable. And, you know, if you can't hold yourself accountable, I feel like it's not nobody's being a hater by letting you know.
Right.
Because obviously you can't.
Right.
When you're in positions of power and authority and you have all your faculties going and you're still doing things that's harmful to the people around you or even yourself, like you're unaware.
Right.
And you should be told because you're in a position where you can hurt and harm others.
Yeah.
To people that's not qualified, it's like, okay, we understand. Can you understand why I came to this dinner and I took a lot of food? I don't have no home to go to. I ain't eating 2 days.
Yeah.
So me being greedy, like you gotta understand that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This is just the mode that I'm in.
Right.
How you gonna ask me to be accountable? You feel what I'm saying? But to somebody who got everything and lived a loving life and grew up right and you still doing that, it's like, you're embarrassing us now. And you know better. You feel what I'm saying? So accountability fits that.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with it.
I like that. I think it's enlightening for me. This is the first time I've had a conversation like this to this level about this topic. I already feel this way in general. So my wife called me a fucking Republican all the time, like just joking. But I definitely, to an extent.
They were great people.
Republicans?
They were. Yes, they were.
Yeah. But no, she calls me a current Republican.
Oh, yeah, no.
The reason why she do it is more so that I understand what they mean when they're talking. I think not all, but one of the biggest differences between like Republicans and Democrats is it's just miscommunication. They are trying to reach a similar or same goal, but they're not necessarily understanding the words the way that they're articulating it to each other.
Right.
Where, to me, it's like the self-accountability conversation.
Right.
There's a certain extent of pick yourself up by your bootstraps that you need to have, right?
I agree.
Democrats. I know me, as a Democrat, to an extent a leftist, feel like if you starving, especially to the younger generation, they a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like the younger millennials and on. If you starving and you have, there's tuna in the fridge and ramen noodles and all this other stuff, as an adult human, you should not be running around crying and whining, talking about you ain't got no food. Or a grown man going to another grown man like, hey, bro, let me borrow $20 so I can go get me some food when you could go in the kitchen and make you a tuna sandwich.
No, facts.
Fry you up some bologna or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's snow everywhere and you have a shovel and, it's Friday and we just had a blizzard, there's no reason why you should miss work on Monday because you ain't got no Uber or gas money. You need to be out over the weekend shoveling snow to make you some money. You know what I mean?
No, facts.
So, and maybe that's just like the Zennial or slightly Gen Xer in me, but there is an extent of pick yourself up, as an adult.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you can't have picks when you don't got. I know you don't really like oranges and your favorite is apples.
Yeah.
Cause it's eat the oranges or starve. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I feel like that kind of come from, I know for me at least, living on survival. Like I was in the hood, a lot of my family on drugs. There was times where you just eat whatever you can. I mean,
struggle meals was some of my favorite meals.
Man.
And I didn't know we was poor until somebody told me. You feel me? That was a concept I had to learn as a child. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know we was poor.
I didn't know neither. I didn't know not having a dad was a bad thing.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing until, late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah, when that gangbanging wave came, that's when everybody was like, where your dad? Where's the dad?
Yeah.
Then, Clinton did his little bill and sent us all away, so, But, yeah.
I have no idea how to I guess from here we can get into representation. So you had mentioned it, and I'm not sure if I caught exactly what you meant, but I'll let you explain it as far as how you want to talk about it.
Just like simplistically said, like representation is everything. And I feel like if you dig into representation, you'll find pride in there. Mm-hmm. You'll find your originality in there. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean when you say representation though? Like,
so like just period. I feel like our generation, for starters, there's no representation. Like, who's talking like you? Who's talking like us? You feel what I'm saying? Where's the representation in that? So now the little ones is looking up and they think ain't nobody on nothing, ain't nobody trying to do nothing because there's no representation. You feel what I'm saying? Pittsburgh artists, they go to different states and they mimic and try to be what they seen. That's cool in Pittsburgh because it's different to us. Yeah. But when you actually go to Atlanta, it sounds crazy trying to be Lil Baby around Lil Baby. It's crazy trying to be Chief Keef in Chicago. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, when it comes to representation, like, representation is like you putting your flag down. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like us as Pittsburgh, whatever, whether it be political people, it be cooking people, it be exercise people. Like, when I look on social media, every state has representatives in every slot. The comedians, the freaky girls, the argument of girls, the podcasts, is like they all got representatives. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh is still trying to establish our ones. Mm-hmm. You know, like I don't know if you're familiar with Dapper Dan.
Yes.
Or Dapper, is it Dapper? I know it's Dapper.
From Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Dapper, he got the homies.
I heard him.
Yeah, so like before him, who is it? Nobody. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like there was a time where we didn't have really no female rappers. Yeah. Then you got your Nina Rosses and your Lady Homies, and now you got your Chrissies and your J Lokes, and the names go on. You feel what I'm saying? But there was a time where it wasn't nobody. Right. And I'm trying to get the city to understand, like, whatever you doing, we need you to step up. You feel what I'm saying? Just like they need me to do this. Some people might look at it and be like, oh, old head tripping and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da. No, you need to see me. My example need to be for you so you could probably do it better or take it further, but I don't never want nobody coming behind me saying that they never seen it or never heard it.
So I'm similar. I feel the same way that you feel, to the effect of, for years, and this kind of goes back to our leading the horse to water conversation, where I started my record label in 1999, I think it was. From
awesome
there,
year.
99.
Whoa, awesome year. I'm talking about musically, period, from the top to the bottom. But go ahead.
Everything. So since 1999 up to, we'll say 2018, maybe, like a few gaps in between, I've been trying to put on people to say, friends, hey, come help, be a part of the promo team, pass out flyers, sign artists.
I love that day. I love that time. Flyers and posters. Man. I miss that so much. Street teams, I miss that.
That was a life, wasn't it? It was a thing. Bringing on artists. So, little kid from around the block, your homie could rap, whatever. They be freestyling. Yo, come to the studio. Come to the studio, make a jam. Yo, let's put an album together. I mean, I've been doing it for that long, to the extent that we always hit a point where someone could not perform. And I don't mean perform like live on stage. I mean, part of their responsibility, something was required from them.
Right.
And they could not complete the duty. And I've tried over and over and over, all different types of situations. And there was always some level of, I don't want to call it failure, just stop point, to where it was like, damn, like I'm giving it my all. I'm trying to put somebody on. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do this for the hood, so on and so forth. And it's not working. And try with the record label, squash that, pick up my homie, I'm pick up a different artist, try that, don't work. Another artist, hey, you should do this. Now, this artist think they know everything and they arguing with me. My avenue now is, rather than helping not you, but whatever other person,
Absolutely.
rather than helping you directly, rather than reaching out to you and saying, yo, why don't you do this? I know because I experienced it. It was, I'm gonna start this podcast. When I start this podcast and use all my knowledge and my network to blow it up, interview all my friends and peers,
Right.
all my people that are somebodies that, have all the young kids looking at me like, oh, he must be somebody too. Put this out with my marketing team, my publicist and all that, and my advertising budget and make it official. Well, now I have an avenue to get those representatives to help people out, where now I'm coming from a position of authority. It's not somebody talking to you that, oh, he's a bum because
Right.
they just see
Yes.
me, in the grocery store, and it's
Yes.
like, who is you? You see me, at some point, you're going to see me, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere else, and it's like, oh, you somebody, now I'm going to listen to you. I know you could put me on your podcast, and it's probably going to get a bunch of views, so yes, I want to interview. In fact, I'm inboxing you trying to get an interview. Like, I'm basically putting myself or attempting to put myself in a position of the people they want to help them.
Yeah.
Because just like, wait,
I love that approach.
it's, was it you that said that? Or was it Chevy? Somebody said, you can't stop trying to help the people that don't ask for help.
Yes. Yes, that's hard. That's hard. That's
Where-
real rap. That's
right.
real rap. Yeah.
So people, especially in Pittsburgh, people ain't gonna ask for help if they feel like they can do it better than you. And they're gonna judge you. They're gonna stereotype you. Like me, just walking around, nobody knows I'm an engineer.
Right.
Nobody knows that I run my department, that if you took a year or two of school, I could pull you in making at least $50,000 a year because I run basically my shop. Nobody knows that.
That's hard.
The moment I start talking to them about it, it's like, who are you? You don't know nothing.
Right.
Any conversation I bring up. So it's like, no one's going to ask me for help. And then if I volunteer the help, advice or whatever, no one knows I used to produce for Shaquille O'Neal and Scooter Braun. So who are you? You ain't did nothing. You ain't got no
Right.
numbers. All right. Well, now I'm going to make myself look like somebody to you. And when you ready, you come holler at me.
Because that's the thing. That's the thing with our youth. And this is why, AI is a beautiful thing, but it's also extremely dangerous. Because it's like they get caught up in what they eyes see. And now, like young people, you can't believe everything you see. You can't really believe what you hear. And it's like the ones that really know is the ones that's out the loop. See, we surf the web. We don't enter the net. And that's where they be getting caught up at. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't grow up on her. So I can tell you how life really is.
Bro.
There's people that really grow up on posts. They really grow up on timelines, DMs. Like, this is their life. Don't play with me on this net. Like, they'll let you disrespect them in real life, but don't try to kill you if you play with them on the net.
Oh,
Or females, you'll walk up to a female and you'll be like, yeah, what's up? I'm trying to get your number. And she'll be like, what's your social? What's my social media?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your page? Because it's like, if I don't like what I see, there ain't no reason for us to talk.
Yeah,
and it's
Instagram.
like, well, damn, why don't you see what my man like? If we talk, you can tell him a dweeb fashion than you could by these pictures. And then people be like, well, damn, you catfish me.
Yeah.
Man, my whole profile is Batman with my face. You thinking I'm a superhero. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's just like, it's silly with the youth, but I love that. I feel like admiration is a great key to use when establishing authority.
Yeah.
Because with doing that, it's no force.
Yeah.
If you try to establish authority without admiration, it's going to be some force involved.
Yeah.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
You're going to be talking loud. You're going to feel like nobody's listening to you. But if they admire you first, you can tell them the wrong shit and they still going to do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, listen, I have hit up so many people for interviews that, I mean, just relationships that I formed already. Like, I got some people that I'm close to that are so big that as close as I am to them, I don't even need to ask them. I can just pop up, set up the camera like, come on, bro, this is what we doing. I got people that hit me up, matter of fact. So when you and what's her name, Maria, when y'all posted and shared all the posts and everything, immediately my inbox, my DMs filled up with like all the bros, all the homies that's like big doing stuff in the city. Yo, where my interview was good. But I also got other people that I don't know at all that I seen and I'm like, okay, you doing a little something. Hey, you want to interview? And they like, oh, I normally charge for stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of busy and this and that. And I'm like, yo, you don't even, what the, I mean, and it just deflated. It's like, all right, I was trying to look out, but I don't even want to interview now.
I mean, you know, you talking like that is like, as you saying it, I'm picturing the young Kanye West sitting in a chair telling them like, yeah, I'm gonna be the greatest that this game has ever seen. Like, I'm gonna do the best everything. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right,
but the thing is this, like, and I'm gonna say this real quick. Kanye West said, sometimes I'm right, I'm just not right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
but at the same time, considering my history,
absolutely.
I mean, and a lot of people don't know, like I'm this Pittsburgh Hip Hop that they trying to, you know, build themselves up in. They feel like they got a little buzz. I was a major part of what they doing. Matter of fact, they probably getting their beats from somebody I taught. Know what I mean? Like,
this is how crazy it is. And it's like, yo, so what if God was one of us? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn, it's on that type of tip.
Jesus
like,
is coming to visit.
I'm telling you, like, yo, listen, I'm the way. And you like, wow, man, get out of here. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I love the approach that you're having. And it's like, even when they spin the block, that's why I said about the water.
Yeah.
I'm never going to deny you because at the end of the day, my goal is to progress you and to give you what you need to be a better you in your world.
Exactly.
So you could possibly affect the world in a more positive way. So when they spin the block, we could do what the lames do and be like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, we're not going to do that. We still going to give you what you need.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going to make you work for it a little bit so you appreciate it more.
So my take on that, I don't necessarily know about working for it, but I definitely want them to spin the block. I'm not reaching out for it anymore.
No facts. That's dead.
When the time come, and I don't care. All right, so this whole concept of building bridges, breaking down the gate, you know, the perceived gate, and opening up a direct line of communication from, you know, the people in survival and the people that have succeeded, the people that have the information, the people that don't.
Right.
The struggling people, you know, the people that are aspiring, that really need help, and the people that have all the help. Literally, that's why I'm doing this, to have conversations with both and share the message and information from both worlds so that they both understand each other. So I don't care if I get as big as a Joe Rogan. I'm still going to reach back to, you know, whatever Joe Schmo is in Pittsburgh doing this thing. Come on, let's talk about it.
Right.
So my door is always going to be open to the people. If, you know, I hit somebody up last month and they like, I normally charge for that. Okay, whatever. If they hit me up 5 years from now, like, yo, can I get an interview? I'll still give them an interview. You know what I mean? Like, especially if they doing something relevant or something like that.
Right.
I don't believe that I would purposely make it more difficult for them, but it would be a conversation. Like, during that interview, I'd be like, yo, this is what you did.
I think I am.
I felt.
I think I am. Like, if it would have been an email for you, you're probably going to have to call and you're going to have to apologize for 5 minutes. Or if it would have been a bus ride for you, it's probably going to be like a plane trip for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like once you establish yourself, once you strive to make somebody a part of your foundation and they play with that, and then you establish yourself, I know what I'm doing for you now. I tried to do this for you then. But because you couldn't see it then, I'm going to treat you like the people that I really don't fuck with. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's the penalty that you deserve for not being appreciative of the blessings that I tried to bestow on you before you knew who I was. Because that shouldn't be an indicator. See, that's the whole theory of I treat the janitor with the same respect as I treat the CEO.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at with it. Like, don't play with me because I don't got no trinkets in front of you and you don't see all the flashiness. Like, I am what you looking for.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm presenting it like that. You feel what I'm saying?
So,
I
feel that.
And
I
the young
feel that.
people don't do no research. Like, you know, they do a lot of planning with powerful people, and Pittsburgh don't recognize the power around them.
True. 100%. Facts. The point where I'm different, I won't say I don't. I work double time to not be petty.
Yes.
Like,
I got a little bit of 50 in me. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't do it, man.
Yeah. You gonna pay for playing with me.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
My thing is always, though, I want the path of least resistance for myself.
Yes.
And I know that within myself, I've made so many mistakes. I've misunderstood so many social signs and probably offended so many different people.
Yes.
And I still can turn out an opportunity. I could climb through a window and make the most of an opportunity, even though I haven't in the past. So I try to afford the same luxury that I hope to receive, even though I fucked up in the past.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like, in good faith, like with a clear conscience, I just can't. If someone comes back to me,
right,
humble, like, you know, I see what it was, I apologize, whatever, I got to.
Man, I'm going to make you pour the syrup on the pancakes. You got to pour the syrup on the pancakes.
Or your own pancakes.
No, or mine. You got to pour the syrup on my pancakes.
Yo.
I'm going to put the pancakes out there. I'm not saying nothing. The syrup's there. If you don't pour the syrup on the pancakes, you can't eat at the table because
man.
I had a seat for you, denied it.
Hey,
and I was trying to feed you. And I was going to put the syrup on your pancakes. You don't even understand that you being around me and affiliating yourself with me is going to be a covering.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when Jesus say, you know, if you be like me, my father will be your father, you feel what I'm saying, on that type of tip. Like, no. And you can't deny me. Like, you can't get to heaven if you don't come through me. Like, this is how this is going. So it's like, no, I'm not going to make it easier for you when you play them type of games. But I love the way that you're going about it as far as, like, creating the admiration. I feel like the messages was going to flow more through. And that's the level that I'm on right now. Because I do a lot of sharing and helping, and I don't think people really understand who I am because I don't push it like that. But sometimes humbleness can be a crutch. And I feel like that is a skill that you need to use with certain people, especially like the 48 laws of power when we say never outshine the master.
Yeah.
That's respect. That's humbleness.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, once you get the plan and all that, like, no, you took yourself out the grace. And like, I can't put you on the same level as somebody who humbly accepted.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm so happy to be here. I'm proud and honored to be sitting in this chair. I feel like I'm in front of a Rogan. No cap. Look, I put on my church clothes to come here.
And I damn sure
put my Pradas on and everything. You know what I'm saying? I put on my hat, don't play.
Hey.
I paid $150 for this hat. You did.
It's a Homestead Graves on the side. Hey,
What? This hat's crazy. Do you hear me?
It is.
And this is somebody who created this hat for the city.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful hat. Andy Warhol, it's all the Freedom House.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff on. That's why I wore this hat, and I'm proud to wear this hat, and I'm proud to be sitting here talking to you. Like, this makes me feel like I'm getting closer to achieving my goals.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But this is me being humble and respecting the power that's around me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need everybody else if I got you. And this is what I need Pittsburgh to understand. All we got is us, and all we need is us.
Right.
If 1,000 of us like 1,000, if we all just like people's stuff, or we all just gave everybody $1, we can make each other rich before the year's out.
True.
And individually, we might spend $100. I'll spend $100 to make 100 people $10,000.
Right.
If we all just give somebody $1, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it'd be that simple. But people will be so, I need to go talk to Joe Buttons and I need to go do this and I need to go do that. And it's like you're disrespecting what's going on around you. And that's what I'm against. That's why I be heavy on Pittsburgh, because it's like, yo, we got them. I don't have to go search. I got Heaney. Yeah. We got Hardo. Yeah. We got Coach. We got Stunner. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got these different, the homies and the J-Lo, like, we got Chrissy, we got these people here. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm more invested in messing with them and possibly helping them like Serena Williams' dad did with them. Yeah. Who would have known that dad playing tennis with his daughters in Compton would have equated to the greatest people ever? Yeah. Who would have known that Jackson playing with his son and him beating them and making them dance and sing, that he'd be the greatest person that ever sung a song in this world? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you never know where it's gonna go. And it's like, I hate to be the sucker that's just sitting back. Like, I hate to be the Judas. Like, damn, I got Jesus smoked for 30 silver pieces. The Savior? Yeah. You got the Savior killed. Can you imagine being that lame? Like, no. I'm trying to be the Peter, cussing my ear off, and Jesus like, chill. That's who I want to be. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want people to take from this interview or take from this conversation and just know, like, you know, representation is everything, and love yours. Build your foundation. So if your bricks ever fall, like, we always here. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that's going to blow up and make it out this city and they ain't going to be able to come back. We ain't going to let them. And remember, when we was coming up, that was the thing. Yeah. We was getting on to get mom out the projects. Right. We was getting on so we could give our friends opportunities and get them paid. Like, that's not they same motivations now. You know? We wanted to get paid with we wanted to get paid with recognition. Right. They want to get paid with validation. We was trying to make some money. They just want to be seen. You see, the goals is different. Yeah. So it's like, you know, when you doing this thing right here, because these videos and this thing that we saying and the expressions that we had, this shit gonna be here longer than us. There's people whose Facebook page been up damn near half their life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they've been gone 5 years. They've been gone 10 years. And we still seeing shit pop up from their page on Facebook. Yeah. So it's like, man, when you doing what you doing and you're trying to make this impact, like, do it in the realest and most authentic way that you can. Because even if you don't make it all the way up there, you'll be on the list of the unsung heroes. And you'll be a legend forever once they find out about you. Just like Freedom House. Ain't nobody make no movies about Freedom House. The Hill District is where the ambulance was created for the whole America. Yeah. They never lost a life. These couple men and women driving around in a station wagon was saving lives. Yeah. And this turned into an institution that America's been using since the 60s. And to think, if they never did that, it would never be now. Right. Because who else was going to create it? Just like the stoplight. If dude wasn't tired of seeing cars crash, he wouldn't have made the stoplight. Who else was gonna make it before him? Man. So it's like, you know, that's the type of time I be on. Like, I feel like there's some great people among us. There's some great people around us. And I'm happy that you hear that ties into each other. Because I definitely feel like I have some warped sense of views because of my survival mood. And maybe somebody with the love can help me understand how to change these other survivalists. Man. Look. But until then, I'm going to keep stimulating these survivals.
Bro, look.
Because I don't see the other side. You feel me?
I'm telling you, from this point on, man, I'm going to always be in touch as much as I can. Like, any way I can help out, teach, understand, learn from, like, it's a wrap.
I'm definitely here. All you gotta do is let me know whoever you need to go to, whatever trench I need to go to, whoever I need to knock on the door. Like, I'm all for that, because
that's what's up.
You know, I'd rather be a part of something great than the boss of nothing.
You know? I just told my partner that. So my partner in the podcast, she's like super humble. Matter of fact, Jessica, the first video I sent you.
I like Jessica. Yeah, she was breaking that,
Yo,
man.
Me and Jessica, we've been cool.
Breaking that down.
We've been cool since 2004, I think it was. Like speaking off and on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one that told me, like, you should really turn this conversation thing into a podcast. She's super humble though. She's like, that's your baby. The Kalaj Dame Podcast named after you, whatever. It's like, nah, you do your thing. I'll help out. And I'm like, nah, you don't get it. Like, I would rather have 50% of something than 100% of nothing.
Facts.
And working with her it's almost like I clone myself. Like, my knowledge and understanding, if I could have two of me, like, I work this while the other me is like managing other people and marketing and writing up plans and organizing stuff, man, I'd be rich so quick. And working with her is literally like another me.
And that's a blessing. That is such a blessing.
And that ties into, remember I said everything is going so easy? It's the first time I've had this much confidence in a business venture, like and working with people.
That's hard.
Other people in a business venture. Because every other time it's like either they not working hard and they off or they not, like they being too argumentative and want to do things their own way. They don't understand the vision.
Yeah.
Or kind of like snakish and, not really, like being real selfish when it comes to the vision. It's like they on their own page or something like that. Never have I worked with someone that shares the vision, completely understands. We, synchronous, like all conversations for the most part, laughing, joking, fun, all respect. It's 100%. So it's like fantastic for me, man.
Yeah, that's a blessing. I'm happy for you. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's a really beautiful thing. And, me being a Taurus, like, I'm a natural helper.
You a Taurus?
Yeah, so it's like
that's it right there. Yeah,
I'm a teammate. It's just born in me. Like, I just want to see us get it done.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? I don't like micromanagers. You know what I'm saying?
That's why my wife ain't helping.
But at the same time, though, I really fuck with the orders I'm giving. Like, I'm not going to deter or try to change your mind. If you got some shit that you got and you like the way that you seen it, if I say I'm going to help you, we going to do it until you satisfied, not till I'm satisfied. And if I feel like I'm saying things to you that's making you feel some kind of way about the vision or idea you have, I'll quiet my voice. I'm very self-aware in that thing because I know how it feels for you to have an idea or you want to do some shit and then somebody come in and be like, well, no, I think you should move it this way and that way. And then it end up being some shit that you don't even want it to be. And now people judging you like, damn, why did you do it that way? And then they tell you how you should have did it and that was your way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, if I can't help you do what you need to do, then I'll watch you do it. But I'm a natural helper, man.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to have to talk. I'm trying to convince my wife to, she has a nonprofit organization in Detroit. That's where she's from. So like all year she's doing stuff, but every Christmas she does a toy drive, a huge, it's like in a rec center gymnasium.
Oh, that's
where
hard.
We like she organizes all the stuff like Toys for Tots and stuff like that. All the sponsors, gets people to donate toys. We go up there every year and give out. It's like hundreds of families. But I've been trying to convince her to get it more down here, where since we're living here in Pittsburgh, we're able to do more things, throughout the whole entire year. And I'm gonna definitely keep you in mind.
Man, listen, anything that got something to do with the youth or the babies or even the elders. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not against, our people that's like from like 27 to like 40.
Listen.
I'm not mad at them, but it's like the babies and the elders, I'm with doing anything and I don't want nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, I feel like that's...
When I tell you this...
You got to get those in.
So the first year that I worked the toy drive, she's like, baby, can you just... This is before we was married. We was together, but we wasn't married yet. She was like, can you just work this table and bag the stuff up? So there was people going around, some badass kids, like they're supposed to get 2 or 3 gifts per kid, right? Some kids was going around 3 or 4 times, had garbage bags, trying to sneak out the door. This dude came up. Did he have a daughter? I think he had 2 kids. And he's like, it was a real sad story. Like, bro, I lost my job. I can't get my kids nothing. I'm almost about to tear up just thinking about it. He's like,
real, that's real.
He's like, I lost my job. I had no money or nothing. He's like, I got these 2 gifts. And I'm like, bro, like, go get you something else, bro. He's like, can I get the book too? I had to give him a couple books.
No, facts.
Went around, he came back around, he got exactly what I told him to get. I was like, look, they gonna be mad at me, bro. Take this bag, go fill it up, bro. Like, walk
facts.
around.
No,
and I told my wife, I was like, I'm sorry, I gave him a bag. She was like, you good, you did what you were supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Yo, when I say that shit broke me, like, tears coming down, had to, like...
real, because it's going on right now. Like, it's going on right now. Like, it's stuff that I want to speak on right now. That they asked me not to, but it's really tough for people. That last quarter of the year.
Yeah.
It's hard for a lot of people. Like, they miss their family members. People can't do what they want to do for their kids.
Yeah.
Bills. Like, it's real. And then you got people that can, and then they're on the internet, and then you got the weirdos that's, oh, y'all broken, y'all can't do, and like, that shit be having people sitting in their houses like, oh my God, like feeling like they the scum of the earth because they fell on their luck. And it's like, man.
Bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it never gets to that extent where people's that vulnerable with you. Yeah. So it's like when you see somebody need help, like, I can't tell you how to accept the gift. Mm-hmm. All I can do is give it to you.
Right.
That's my job. You can throw that shit in the trash. You can sell it. You can give it to somebody else.
Right.
I don't care. My soul and my spirit said, give it to you. I gave it to you and I'm done with it. You feel what I'm saying? And I made my peace with everything. I put it in your hands. And it's like, we need people like that. Like the city need people like that. Mm-hmm. It's so many people that's just looking at everybody like they got it together and they got it and they don't need me and they cool. And it's
that's
like,
social media though. Like,
that's not...
present yourself like you got it together even though you don't. Like, we see it all the time. People that off or hurt themselves in some type of way.
Yes.
But you look at them online like they great, they groovy, they look like they traveling and everything else.
No, facts.
Yo.
I mean, me personally, and I'm going to leave it here. I use social media to push my agenda. Like, I really be on some news media types. You know how they be trying to push certain agendas and narratives and talking points? That's what I do. That's what I use social media for, to push what I want the world to be on, or how I want the world to think, or how I want the world to feel. That's what I do.
I mean, it's a tool.
And that's what I use it as. And it's not an open book. Mm-hmm. It's not a diary. It's not a personal journal. I don't use it as such. Yeah. I mass broadcast what I think is fly, what I think is cool, and the highlights of my days and my moments. Mm-hmm. Other than that, like, come on, we're not going to have no heart to heart. That's not what that's for.
Hold up. So before we shift off, right? So we've been talking about this, definitely community. We shifted away from local hip hop to a certain extent, but the idea of support and the concept that keeps coming to my mind is I am my brother's keeper.
Yes.
From if I could summarize this conversation so far, it's like the theme is almost like want to title the podcast, I am my brother's keeper, damn near.
Right.
In local hip hop, what do you consider support? So just to frame the question, Tony Pittsburgh just released a new song or album. What does support look like for Kalaj Dame to show support for his friend? Okay, so you can and it just shows where your heart's at. Anything that you do for me is a blessing. You leave a comment, you share a post, you share a picture of me, you show a clip of me rapping. Anything that's progressing my movement, that's supportive. Now, if I know you up and I know you in a situation, then you should buy an album. You should buy a CD. It all depends upon where you're at
You feel what I'm saying? And how you know that I know you. Now, if I'm the type that'll come to pop-up shops. I'll buy shirts. I'll buy candles. So you know if your album drop, I buy Dude's album. You know I don't really like him, but I like a song from him. You my peoples. I need to be 10 of them. I need 10 of them. You feel what I'm saying? But anything that somebody does to advance your situation is support to me. You feel what I'm saying?
So what if I drop a song and it's the wackest shit you ever heard?
Right.
And it comes across your page, you listen to it, and you're like, what the hell is this? What's your response?
I'm gonna hop in your inbox.
Be like, yo, what is this trash?
I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, this song, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. I think you could have did this better. I think you could get a better project if you go to this person.
Is
But
that...
I'm not gonna do it on Front Street because I don't want to interfere with how you may be getting bread. Because there's people who like trash. Oscar the Grouch like trash. I'm not Oscar the Grouch. So it's like,
Okay, so if you don't...
I feel like that's a form of support, being honest with a person and telling them the truth.
I agree. If you don't like it, you don't comment, you don't share it. The only thing you do is inbox me, DM, and yo, bro, you know, I listen to your jam. I think you should do X, Y, Z. You know, clean it up a little bit. We're calling that support, right? Without the like and share and all that.
Yeah. And if you my bro, like, I got half of your studio session so you can redo this.
Okay.
To show you how much more I'm invested in you.
Okay.
Like, I'm not just giving you creative criticism or word salad. So
I just wanted to use that as an example to frame the conversation, right? I don't know how you feel about this, but I want to get your input. So I've seen or heard people from Pittsburgh Hip Hop online that complain about support. And I can't think of exact names or who did it.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them.
But like, you know, I posted a flyer online and nobody came to my show. Or I released a song, no one's sharing my song. You know, I podcast, you know, I post and only you and Maria shared it, no one else is sharing it. Is that a lack of support? B, is it right or fair for me to go online and complain to my friends or associates for not supporting me? Or even call out the city and say, y'all horrible because y'all don't show support?
No, that's easy to do. That's easy to do.
What you mean?
Do that. That's easy to do. No. If you really want to see where it's at, your core people, do your call to action. At 6 o'clock, we all sharing this. Just like you sent what you sent to me and you told me, it's like, yeah, and I sent this to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When they don't respond the way they supposed to do, you don't say nothing crazy. Mental note. Because like they say, strangers will support you more than people that know you. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Jesus wasn't Jesus where he was from.
Right.
He was the carpenter.
Right.
But when he left where he was from, that's when he became the savior.
Right.
So with that being said, it's like, put people in positions to have to show themselves. Don't guess. You feel what I'm saying? Just like when you was like, well, how you know they gonna keep messing up and messing up? That's too much. You doing too much.
It's like hand them the rope.
And so look, with the rope, you can throw it up to me and I can pull you up. Or you can hang yourself.
You can hang yourself, right.
And whatever one is a win for me. Because I'd rather help you and say, damn, this is my brother, this is my sister. But then it's like, Judas did the right thing. You should have hung yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, you got to give people real opportunities to show you who they are.
Right.
That's like when they be doing that stuff on the internet, I don't appreciate that because you can't slap the Pittsburgh label off the 3 people you met. Won't you simplify it and say, well, I met some people in Lincoln, they're strange. Or some people up north, you was weird.
Yeah.
Or them girls in Garfield.
Yeah.
Because them is the people you met. Somebody slapped you in McKeesport, now it's like, Pittsburgh niggas always want to slap. Bro, you met one person that slapped you. That person slaps you. You can at them. You know them. Why keep slapping Pittsburgh on top of things? And that's why I don't like it, because when they get to doing that shit, now it's like, if I'm outside looking in, it's like, damn, these niggas is lame as hell. Like,
if there's anything, this is a little side step from the conversation, a little tangent, but if there's anything I know about Pittsburgh from growing up here is we not all the same. Like, Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh, but every hood is vastly different in Pittsburgh. So all that, we have an accent. Yes, we have an accent, but I could tell where someone is from in Pittsburgh generally by listening to them talk.
Facts.
Wilkinsburg niggas is different from Northside niggas.
That's a fact.
Arlington niggas is different from Larmer niggas. Hill District niggas, they different from everybody. Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So for somebody to, and the McKeesport, like, they completely different. For somebody to come into the city of Pittsburgh and generalize and say that Pittsburgh dudes is this way or Pittsburgh dudes is that way, I feel completely misrepresents us, because we are all extremely unique.
And this is what upsets me.
Each hood is like its own city in itself. Kinda.
Absolutely.
Like, there are dudes in Homewood that have never been outside of Homewood.
That's a fact.
That, like,
and there was a time where that was a thing, especially when the gangbanging was going on and we had them color lines.
Dudes up Northview, Manchester, that, like, you don't go outside your hood. I remember like my middle school, whole middle school time or whatever, I was in Hoodtown. Hoodtown, we didn't go up Northview. We didn't go to Manchester, not around that time. We stayed right there. At that age, we would go to Allegheny Center Mall. That's what it was. That was like our reach, our stretch.
That's where we used to go over there to steal. Run back across the bridge, real shit. Yeah, facts.
But yeah,
Allegheny was popping back there. But
go to the arcade.
I hate the generalization in the blanket terms. I don't like that. It's not cool.
I done went on a tangent, went away from my point. Okay, supporting local hip hop.
Yeah, just be there for the person, whoever needs you. Just be there for them any way that you can. But show up. Like my man Taz says, definitely show up.
Show for you.
Show up and support. Yeah, however you can. Don't be a dub though. Nobody. That's disrespect to be a dub.
So. Maybe I'm wrong for this. I feel like I definitely want to support for, anybody I know that's doing something, moving towards a goal. I like to show support in my own way, though. So, like, for example, if you release music and I don't like it, I'm not going to share it. I'm probably not going to share my opinion, because I don't like to share my opinion unsolicited, like if no one asks for it, simply because I don't know if you're prepared to handle it. And if you disrespect me or say something wrong or something like that, it's going to kill the relationship. It's going to mess us up. And then I feel like art is subjective. This is just my opinion. Now, I do have a professional aspect that has experience, but technically, I've never made millions off a hit record or whatever, so, my opinion's whatever. So it's like, do it. I've seen the wackest, when I say the wackest artists and rappers, like, explode and become huge with the most horrible music. So I'm not going to kill nobody's dream or something. If you had a donation link or a website or, something like that, I'll send you some money. I'll send you a Cash App or something. I'm probably not going to come to see that performance just simply because I'm an introvert. I'm in the house all the time, my family. But people will look at me and say, yo, you don't show any support. You don't support anything. Like, you fit in that box of being a non-supporter. And I've seen this energy go, like, directed towards other people that are similar to me. And I feel like it's misleading, but at the same time, the people that are making that claim fit in that conversation that we were having about comprehension, about being in survival mode, and your paradigm is lacking confidence. You know, you have the fear of failure. You can't see past your skewed lens.
Right.
Where once you're able to see past that skewed lens, once you're able to see the world beyond your survival mode, then you'll understand that the people that started Giant Eagle, for example, they're not going to their friends and family like, yo, I need you to come in my grocery store and buy some milk.
No, facts.
You know what I mean? I can't even think of no restaurant name, but you know, somebody open a restaurant, they not calling all their family members, yo, I need you to come eat here every day. You know what I mean? Like you gotta get on your business grind and sell to your demographic.
Facts.
I just wanted to see if you agree with that point perspective overall.
No, I do.
Okay.
No, I do. I definitely do. I definitely do. And when it comes to anybody doing anything, I think that's one of the major components that, you know, stifles people's success rate, they promotion and marketing. I don't think they let enough people know what they're doing and what service they provide. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily think that people are against you or don't like you at all. Mm-hmm. Just like my favorite quote of what I tell people, you know, people are only going to mess with you as much as you mess with yourself. Mm. So it's like, you know, if you don't take yourself serious, I'm not going to take you serious. I'm following the leader. Since they say Pittsburgh's a following city, give them something to follow. And if you don't be mad that they don't. Mm. You feel what I'm saying? So it all starts with you. Quay Means is like, he definitely showed and proved that like this year. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he turned a song that was cool into a hit. I feel like he done that. You feel what I'm saying?
I haven't been following it much. Is he the one that got the Pittsburgh dance?
Ain't no question.
That's it?
Yeah, ain't no doubt you know about him. Yeah, I mean, you don't even got to be paying attention to the net and know about him.
The reason why I say it, I didn't even know. I think his Facebook name has changed. Like, I know Quay Means. I've heard of him. Mm-hmm. But when I look at the name, it's like Sucker Quay or something like that.
Suki. Yeah, Suki Quay.
And I had no idea who that was. Yeah. So I don't even think I seen the song or the video or whatever, but I seen people talking about it.
Yeah, because everybody's doing it. Like, he included what he did for that song is my proof. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that it wasn't a good song. It's a good song. Yeah. But what he done to push this song is what's making it great and what's making it a hit. So he gets random people to dance to his song in beautiful places in Pittsburgh. Mm. And everybody who did something to his song had crazy likes, crazy views, crazy shares. You feel what I'm saying? So he made the city a part of what he was doing skillfully. And he kept pushing his stuff different ways. Like, he used AI, he used himself, he uses the regular. And then he added, you know, other elements to it. And then he added the people. So it's like, you know.
So that right there, which you just mentioned, to me is a big part of what I feel the average artist is missing.
Absolutely.
Creativity. And not just creativity in creating music, creativity in making yourself known or seen to the people.
Absolutely.
Where like, and I say this probably every podcast, I've probably used the same reference. Like, don't be a needle in a stack of needles. But that's literally what dudes is, where they, not even a fake needle. Like, they are a needle in a stack of needles.
Nah, facts.
And how, I don't know, maybe it's ego because, you know, someone created a song and they feel like, oh, my song sound way different from everything else is out and it's way better than so-and-so. And it sound just like, you know, whoever is famous this out. Right. Nah, nigga, don't. It ain't better. And that's not clowning. That's not saying your shit is trash, but it's like, yeah, I can compare it to stuff that's out, but my ears is numb damn near from listening to the same shit. I can't tell it apart.
Right.
From everything else. It's too much supply, not enough demand. So you have to sell yourself.
You absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. And
that's such a way that's different.
That's
right?
why I made the example of him, because he wanted that. You could tell that he wanted that.
Yeah.
And because he wanted it so much, he made me want it for him.
Yeah.
Now I feel invested in his movement, because it's like, damn, he really going hard. Like, he really pushing this shit. And then it's like he's getting people and they're trampolining off of him and his movement. And he's creating a movement that involved everybody. And it wasn't by force. Now people embracing him by admiration. And that's what I'm saying. With that kind of movement, your influence can cause change. And he's showing and proving that Pittsburgh is not a hating city. Because in the midst of all this hatred going on, we love him.
Yeah.
Together. You know what I'm saying? We love Jimmy Wapple, love Stunner. Like, there's artists that we all love together.
Hardo, Kizzle,
all these dudes. Saying?
Yeah.
We love them together. So it's like, when you make people a part of you, like Hemi and Hardo had the challenge earlier this year.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Dog, he brought out so many people. I didn't even know people rap. But this is what I'm saying. There's things that you can do to make everybody a part of what you're doing. And admiration will make your influence work better and smoother than force. A lot of these artists think because they just put this shit on the net that motherfuckers just gonna fuck with it. Like, who are you? And why should I fuck with you?
Yeah.
I have no connection with you except for the music.
But I got views though. Like I got 10,000 views on my joint.
At the end of the day, and then you were around me with this NBA YoungBoy attitude, like.
But you know what?
Man, who are you?
And this might be a different conversation for a different time. Right. But I think the music industry is going to fade out. So,
absolutely.
With the introduction of AI, and you're a well-read person, I could tell. So you're familiar with the history of mercury, the poison?
Oh, yeah.
How, like, the kings and rich people back in the day used to take mercury thinking it was medicine, and it ended up killing them. That's how I see, as I learn more and more about AI, that's how I see AI right now. Where it's it seems and feels to be such an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Bro, after the podcast, I'm gonna play a song for you that I made. And it's literally like creating the illest song that you can think of, like this. Just instantly, that all the time in the studio, playing beats, going through samples, writing the lyrics. I done spent a whole day creating this jam, but now I need to take it to switch the drums out. Now I need to take it to, E-Dan, the mix and all this other stuff. And a few weeks to a month later, maybe I'll mix it again. All right, it's a perfect song now, but maybe we got to redo the bridge or something like that. So it's a whole month of getting the perfect song ready for release when I can just type some stuff in the AI, perfect song instantly.
But, and this is where they don't understand that they're using AI to try to destroy hip hop, right? But all it's doing is...
I don't think they're destroying it.
Nah, I feel like it is, because it's making everything easy. Like, you don't really gotta hear Drake. You could just make something that sounds like Drake and make your own song.
Yeah, but...
You feel what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this. The older crowd, this is where they're thriving at. Mm-hmm. And the young people is like really admiring this type of shit, because now it's like, let me see you do it live. Let me see you spit it live. Mm-hmm. There's so many people that's rapping on top of songs, and people who is not really freestyling, like coming off the top, and it's like, oh, so that's what freestyling really is. This is what graffiti really is. Oh, this is what originality really is. Like these elements that make hip hop what it is, people is finally getting to see this in real time. So now it's like, oh shit, damn, he killed that, or she really rapped that fast? Yeah, that wasn't just the radio. You feel what I'm saying?
So I give you that. I feel like, not to say the music industry is gonna be destroyed altogether, but yeah, basically, maybe history will repeat itself, and the people with true skill that are, real DJs on turntables, real graffiti
That's
artists,
what they're
real
not
break
banking
dancers,
on.
real freestylers.
Right.
Like that comes back in because now it's rare. It's a skill that not many people have.
Facts. Right? People don't know how to do the DJ shit.
Yeah.
The Chinese people got that shit down to a science now. Other races, the shit that we left alone, they love that. That's why everybody go across seas. Like, they really appreciate hearing you breathe on the microphone, messing words up. Like, they just like the rawness, the realness of it. Yeah. Like, all this auto-tone and synthesizing, like, people want to hear. They want to hear you bang on some shit. They want to hear bongos. Like, they're tired of hearing beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Like, the synthetic shit. Like, it's just like eating food that's not real. Yeah. Like thinking potatoes taste like sour cream or thinking broccoli tastes like cheese. You just so used to just shit being on top of shit, like, you don't know what the real shit is.
Right.
And then you see the real shit and you like, ooh, that's what that is? Damn, I ain't know broccoli tastes like this. This is fire. Yeah, you thought it tastes like salt and pepper? Feel what I'm saying? Like, but this is how the babies was growing up. So, I think it's going to get better. And, people going to allow technology to make them weak. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to marvel at the strong. Mm-hmm. Because there's people that's not going to have the resources to be able to indulge in that foolishness.
Right.
And they're always going to be doing the hands-on real shit. So it's like, the real shit is always going to win in the end. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's next for Tony Pittsburgh?
What's next for me?
Like, you still making music?
Yes. I got music that I'm definitely about to drop soon. I'm about to hop on 96ers. Shout outs to them. That's a Pittsburgh platform. You can go on there and, spit your verse. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely about to do that. I'm going to do a media tour. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hop on everybody's podcast. I'm going to spend my money if they want me to pay them. I ain't tripping about none of that. I'm hopping on everybody's circuit, and I'm spreading my message. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do my music. I'm going to do songs with a few artists that I always wanted to do songs with. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get my sons in the video because I love to put my sons in my visuals. And after I, do what I could do and take myself to where I could take myself in a small amount of time, like, I really just want to be a supporter of whatever's going on. I really want to be the person handing out credit for real. Like, I want to be the one saying, yeah, you're it, you're not. You're it, you're not. But with these knots, though, that don't mean you got to leave. Nah, come here. All right, so now y'all got to stay, y'all got homework.
Right.
It ain't over for y'all, but here go homework. Right. But y'all, y'all could go. I support the kind of Pittsburgh that you represent. It could be all you. You know what I'm saying? From baby Egypt all the way to Hardo and everything in between. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I love all of that. Long as you being authentic to who you are and you representing this gold P the way you supposed to, I'm always going to be behind you. But if you get to playing with yourself in the name of the P, I'm separating myself from you because I'm not like, come on, man. We can't be a part of that.
Right.
We trying to push this greatness forward, and I want to see them do things that we never did. I wanted to be Joe Beast before Joe Beast. I wanted to be Wiz. I wanted to be Mac. I wanted to be Jimmy Wapple. I couldn't be none of them. I picked my chances. Want to be Hardo. You know what I'm saying? I picked my route. It went a different way. At the same time, I'm not mad because they doing shit that I wanted to do. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I support it and I'm happy. And I'm hoping that the trail that they leave behind, the people that come behind them respect it and do more and do better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but this hating where you from and blaming where you from for that being the reason why you're not successful, like, that's not going to keep being the narrative. The crab in the bucket, that's not the narrative. Right. There's a lot of people that you could work with. There's a lot of people that you could do podcasts with, rap shows with. Like, there's powerful people around us.
Yes.
It's like, if you don't use them, then it's like you're a clown.
I agree with that 100%. At the same time, I do think there's a pick yourself up by your bootstraps concept that lives in there.
Yeah, it does. It does.
A home studio set up with, I don't know if it come with FL Studio or Pro Tools or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you spend $500, you probably got a decent little setup to hook up to your computer at home where you got access to YouTube and, you know, go through whatever distributor platform, DistroKid, or you know what I mean? Like you could definitely make your own lane and do some stuff.
No, facts. I agree.
And yeah, at the same time, relationships is important.
Very.
Networking.
Very.
So like, just to add to that conversation, like me, for example, I mean, I've always been, for the most part, aimed to be a straight up dude where everyone I cross paths with, of course, not all of them like me now, but from when I started up to now, you know, the ones that are still around, the ones that are still alive, maybe haven't left the city, even some that did leave the city, I'm able to reach out just based on my integrity. Like, hey, you know, I need a favor. Can you reach out to so-and-so to see if they'll do an interview? Or
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Will you do an interview? Can I send you this? And like my homie, I got a homie right now in Texas that this is my dude. We used to rap together all the time, but he's doing different stuff. I think he's like selling insurance or no, not insurance. He does financial stuff. But homie shares most of my stuff. So like anything that I post on TikTok, like he posts and then I post. And literally every last single thing that he posts, I'm liking it, I'm reposting it. Every last single thing that I post, he's liking it, he's reposting
Facts.
it. And it's like, that's what your network is good for.
Yes.
Like if I visit Texas, I know my homie's gonna be there to show me around. I might even be able to sleep on his couch for real.
Right.
You know what I mean, I can interview him. I might buy some financial advice from him or whatever else. But that's that's the reason why the integrity is so important.
Right.
And that was kind of like a message I wanted to add to what we was talking about in terms of like these other people, whether they level of comprehension or whether they hating or whatever else, I feel like they need to be open to and humble as they're crossing paths with other people, where it shouldn't be a conversation of competition or any competitiveness where, you know, we're doing the same thing and, you know, I don't want to feature on the song with you, or I don't want to check out your show, you know, whatever, you competition. Nah, if we work together, we'd be cool. You never know when the next person might be up, you know.
Plus, I need to know what you on if you my competition. Yeah, I need to know what you on. I need to know what you're doing. I need to know how you doing it. So when I do say I'm the best, I know that I'm the best because I seen all y'all.
I feel like that's a conversation that.
But that's just what I be on personally.
I was just about to say, that's you gotta be a well-read Sun Tzu, Art of War, 48 Laws of Power.
Ain't no question. Yeah, and then it's like you rapping and you see me in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a worthy opponent. See, that's my whole thing. Like, I'm not giving my energy to the people who are not worthy opponents. I seen my bro do that, and he turned people into stars by doing that. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand why professional people just don't go back and forth with anybody on the net and in rap.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I can help you. You can't help me.
Yeah.
I'm going to look foolish arguing with you. You going to look like you a genius arguing with me. And it's like, you got to recognize who you are and the power that you possess.
So that's a whole nother concept I feel like a lot of people may not understand, which is branding.
Yes.
And like, they understand it, but the concept of it when applied to certain things just kind of gets lost in translation.
It does.
Where just the concept of like a woman, you know, going out with her friends or whatever else, she want her hair done, she want her nails done. She don't look like that when she in the house or just running to the grocery store. She wants to look like that when she's presenting herself in public. Same thing, you know, when I come here on a podcast, I put my watch on, change my jeans, throw the J's on, iron my shirt. This is how I want to present myself to the public. You came, like you said, you threw on your Pittsburgh gear, got the $150 hat popping.
Ain't no question. You already know. This make me feel like me.
Exactly, but it's it's conscious, right? Of
yes.
of what the
Intentional.
people exactly intentional of what
Yes,
the
sir.
people are going to see when they look at us. So this whole idea of branding, it also transitions into how you treat people.
Yes, I
You know
agree.
what I mean, when you networking and stuff like that, it's like, do I want to be seen as this asshole? Like, what image am I showing on Facebook? When I meet you and you say, you know, maybe treat me foul or fucked up, like you big shit or something like that, and like whatever, that's the image that you gave me. That's all within your branding. I remember this dude I watch on Instagram, he said every time he shoots a video or he's filmed, he makes sure he has a cup of coffee in his hand. Cause it gives like that feeling of like maturity and just like a respectable image. He has a suit on. Sometimes he has a tie, sometimes he doesn't. He's always clean cut. He always has a cup of coffee. And it like ties into his branding. So immediately I'm thinking that as I look into it, like, damn, like if I was an artist, a rapper or something like that, and that was my style of branding, and every time I was in a video or a social media post, I had me a cup of coffee. Immediately I'm thinking, well, if this go viral and I get all these views, I can go get brand sponsorships now. I can start reaching out to local coffee companies like, hey, let me promote. Know what I mean? So it ties in branding, marketing, all of it is just a part of the whole conversation, what also ties into the networking and you know, just relationships in general.
And what you just said right there is like, you know, a component that's missing, you know, artist development. That's all artist development.
Yeah.
And people would break that down to you and help you understand that, like, that's not done no more. They want you to come like that.
Hey, bro, I feel like this whole conversation, I don't even feel like everything I'm explaining is not like to teach you, is more like teaching the audience. Like I literally feel like I'm speaking to one of my brothers right now. Like,
Absolutely.
yo,
Absolutely.
I seriously appreciate you being here, man. Like this
I'm honored to be here.
conversation was crazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Hopefully we got to talk about everything, all the important
Yes,
points.
yes. I think we touched more than we needed to.
That's what's up. Yeah. Hopefully the audience love it. Hey, y'all, it's a Play Cousin, Tony Pittsburgh.
Play Cousin Dame.
You know what it is. See y'all next time.
Late nights, real talks, turn the noise down. Welcome to Kalaj Dame. City lights, long days, heavy on the mind. Everybody talking, but they never take the time. Truth in my chest, I don't sugarcoat pain. If you sitting at the table, you gotta show your face. Conversations deeper than the surface, we've been shown. Ain't here to sell a dream, just to show you what I know. Every voice matter, every story got away. If you living it for real, you gon' feel this pain. No scripts, no frames, just heart and time. If you listen close, you might change your mind. We don't argue just to win debates. We just shine a light where they hide the grace. It's the Kalaj Dame Podcast, where the real don't gotta broadcast. Every truth gotta pass. Every voice got a lane. It's the Kalaj Dame Podcast. Pull a seat, let the walls crack. If you ever felt unseen, you gon' feel your name. Yeah. From the block to the boardroom, same questions asked. Why we build so fast, we never heal the past. I don't play judge, I don't play role. I just let you talk while the story unfolds. Bridging gaps, they pretend they there. Men and women trying to meet halfway, no filter. But respect stay intact. If it hit too close, that's a personal fact. felt, talked over too. This ain't fake, this ain't lie, this is true. Now the lights go out. It's the Kalaj Dame Podcast, where the real don't gotta broadcast. Every truth gotta pass, every voice gotta lay. It's the Kalaj Dame Podcast. Pull a seat, let the walls crack. If you ever felt unseen, you gon' feel your name. If you